Welcome to the AEL University Elite Series of CS2! We are opening this one with a loud banger tonight. My name is Professor K with the lovely Matsy. How are you feeling on the return?
Feeling absolutely pumped up, Mr. ZK. We are ready to play. Today is the day the Elite Series is back on track, baby. Tonight is the night.
Just breathing in that beautiful air. It is great to be back. It is great to be seeing everyone coming back into this Elite Series. Of course, CS2 is the place to be, especially with the AEL being presented right here, and it's going to be absolutely lovely. But before we do go into tonight, we have to give a massive shout out to the sponsors, don't we, Matsy?
You know it. We do. And I'll get through it right now. So, starting off strong, we have to say a big shout out to AGON by AOC, the Gaming Monitor brand, or partner, who provide best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs. Big shout out to AOC. You got one of their monitors. They're awesome. Check them out. Now, next up, it's Indomie, the noodle partner. Made with high-quality flour and selected ingredients and spices, a plate of Indomie mee goreng will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au. And I reckon for you, Richard, we get hot and spicy.
Absolutely. And so, it is actually crazy about how we have the games tonight. I mean, we have three beautiful matches. Obviously, the first one coming up. First up, UNSW versus UOM, followed by the 8 p.m. on the Adelaide University against Monash, and the final one being RMIT against UC. Like, this is the premier 6 teams that has been invited into the Elite Series. How do you feel about it, Matsy?
I feel good. I feel really good, honestly. I think that these teams have shown what they're capable of in seasons past, and very eager to see what their identity looks like heading into this season, because obviously with between seasons, things can change in the background there, players can change. So very curious to see what the identities of these players will be heading into the games today.
Oh, yeah. And right now, going to the head-to-head, representing the players from both sides. On the UNSW, you have Ming, Cross, Deadset, Huang, and Gibbs. And representing UAM, you have Alcade, Luke, June, GGZ, 2CCZ, and 952. Some new players from UAM representing it. This is going to be quite interesting.
Yeah, I think it's really quite the spread coming out there, isn't it? And I feel like these rosters are going to evolve as the future weeks play out as well. Very curious to see what they're going to be able to bring forth towards us, to be honest. We've seen some really great potential from them. But speaking of potential, let's take a look at the potential of the game and our vetoes on our screen right now.
Yep, right now, the vetoes being banned away from, I believe that's UAM first, is Nuke, followed by Dustu, Inferno, Ancient, Vertigo, Mirage. So we have an Anubis opening, which I guess it stands out to be what we do, because we usually start on Anubis, we end with Anubis, and it's the Elite Series tradition. So if you have not heard of it, then now you have into this new season. So it's going to be a pretty good, like a little bit of a play, because we have seen UAM play a ton of Anubis from the first season of Elite Series. And so watching them play this is going to be quite cool to see if they have any adjustments coming into the first match.
Yeah, really curious to see what UOM is going to be coming out before us today. Really enjoy the fact that we're going to be on such a strategic map like Anubis as well. I feel like it's a good test of teams' capabilities, and it's become so commonplace into the map pool at the moment that really is a good proving ground for them there. Like, I know some teams might opt into the safer option, play into some of the classic maps, Dust 2, Nuke, maybe Mirage or Inferno, but really great to see that we are going to have Anubis be the first one to open things up here today.
Yeah, I think it's also no stranger when we say Nuke and Vertigo being banned away from UOM, because they realize that, that's main strength coming in from UNSW. We have seen UNSW have a fantastic Vertigo, followed by a Nuke with I think it's a little bit of a callback into the days where Nuke was their second strongest map. But of course, the one that they don't really want to play is Dust 2, because every time UNSW go on Dust 2, they get on a run and then they sort of like, have a rather more versatile time of it from the second half, which I guess this is where, the stop you guys said, look, every time, we go on it, it's sort of like a curse. So then it's quite wise of them to ban away. UAM on the other side, like, I think this is their biggest strength. If anything, they were the more primed when it comes down to playing Inferno, but Inferno now being the change, I don't think anyone really wants to play on Inferno anymore. Like, if you get banned away, that option is just going to be completely taken.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be ripped away, put straight in the bin there. No, thank you. But, I guess there's glimmers of hope. I've been seeing around the Twitter sphere that there's been some little screenshots and stuff coming out from FM Pone of some development for Cache as well as Cobblestone. Actually getting some little movements there. So, the fact that they're actually working on them is very promising.
I'm rubbing my hands. If Cobble comes back in, right, the stocks are just gonna be going up. That being said, though, it looks like we are getting ourselves ready. First open side. If you're over here, if you didn't know, from the past season, I think you will see that UOM, who opened this one, always winning the knife, but then electing to go to the CT side. We're not sure if it's going to be the same thing, as it's just going to be the one-on-one right now between Luke and Cross, and I believe it was, Unanimous W. They have woke this one up. What they're going to be electing to play will be the first one.
Yeah, we'll see what they're going to be opting in for here. I think that there's big decisions that need to be made there, Which side do they want to play on? Do they want to be CT? Do they want to be T? I think that most teams tend to opt in for that, CT side first, I think? Or even the T side more rather. But, it's really momentum based because obviously you can concede it early on, give your opponents a bit of momentum there, and even if they do manage to build up a lot of rounds, then you swing it back on the side switch there. And I think it's going to be a big challenge, I suppose, for both sides to build a solid foundation and to be able to really take hold of it throughout both the halves here. So, like I said before, it's a real test of the mettle of the teams.
Yep, absolutely. In the beginning, it depends, right? It depends on your structure. It depends on what you have done. Just because, the usual is, either picking T or CT, it doesn't mean that you have to play by the same standard rules. You can be coming in with a more turtle style, more control kind of a setup if you do want to start on and keep the early momentum and you shut them down instantly. It's a hard game, right? Yeah, sure, you might have had a lot of normal ranked games or something, or just playing regular pugs and could be playing casuals. That could just be normal strategies that you do there, but in the face of proper competition and stuff, people going in, and you can see their flair, you can see their style, you can see just the personality of how they would like to play. It's so much more different to the average, could be considered.
Yeah, quite the stark difference there, and now we are going to be jumping in to the difference maker. The game underway now. UOM on a T side, UNSW looking to take the W on a CT. There's a big stack up from UOM outside A at the moment. Into pressure on in to the site here. See if they can creep up and do get some spots up on top of things, but not going to be able to lock in a shot just yet. Jun is the one to start though, and the bomb will go straight down.
Yeah, that's really a little bit of a nice one to play. Ming being down means that they have to take this a little bit more generously. A little nice tap and cross. Packs one quick headshot, which is great, but Huang is gone. They still need to tackle Pillar right here. There's another one. Gibson, everyone is down. It's just up to Cross. He is painting them, splattering heads against the walls. He is taking it nice and easily. Unfortunately, Fishman is going to be playing the Matrix around with him. So first round, going straight to UAM.
Decent start, and let's see if they can carry that momentum through to take another one in their favor as well. I was really impressed with how they managed to break past the defenses and just take that control with such might there, but whether they'll be able to continue it into round 2 and 3 is going to be a real question in it. UNSW just pondering their options for now. Full eco minus Gibbs Deagle there. They're pretty prepared and hoping for at least one kill here, but it's like the T's are going for a split B approach this time.
Alright, just the early utility is being thrown. And right now, there is going to be the full-on push in. there's not too much of a defense that they can actually do right now, especially the overwhelming amount of bullets and utilities just being thrown. So far, no one has gone down. Al-Qaeda is quite low himself, but you know, depending on Huang, he's going to be taken down, and it's just going to be Ming. I don't think Ming can see too much, and that is going to be the flying impact to the head. You love to see those wings coming out, and it is beautiful.
Yeah, a really great start there. They're up by 2 and eager to see if they can pull through for more. I guess heading into round 3, UNSW have that opportunity to press on into their economy. They've got the full buy coming at them pretty quickly there, and I think this is their chance to strike back. UOM definitely in the driver's seat for now, though. You know, they've built that solid foundation, but whether they're going to be able to carry it through is really going to be tested heading into this full buy. So definitely eager to explore all the various possibilities.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, we are going to go into a tech pause. It seems like they're just fixing up some random issues. But yeah, you know, it's week 1. We have seen UOM play much worse on this map. But I guess it's going to be very, very different. Last semester, they had quite a few different ones. I think they also had someone else with an A starting name who was also very, very big. And yeah, like now you do see a GGZ and Al-Qaeda is the first ones back on that team, but the squad with Luke 952 and June, they are the newer members, and it looks like they are having that synergy in the beginning, and it looks like everything is working out a lot better than usual. The opening is good and solid. We'll see if they can continue this trend.
Yeah, let's see if they can make it work. They're already taking a lot of damage. Really solid start on the CTs, double up on mid, and it pays dividends. Dead set, raking in the cash right now, although they have taken quite a bit of damage alongside their teammate. I like how Jun and 952 there have a couple of nades. They've already found a little benefit there on the dead set, and they may yet catch their teammate Juan if they're not too careful. But for the moment, both sides just slowing things down almost to a halt, trying to figure out if there's going to be any further openings afforded to them. But the pressure's on for UOM, and a split B take is in motion.
Alright, here we go. The mollies, but there's 2 quick kills. It's just going to be a dream himself. He's locked up right now through connector. They know where he is. It's a 1-on-3. He's got a nade. He's got a molly. Like, there's things that he can do to operate. Unfortunately, he's kind of stuck. Ming's going to be onto the side to, yeah, completely cut him off. He cannot get out of it. And so, from the early loss of momentum and just how they both try to rush out quickly was checked completely. And, you know, this is just going to be UNSW, where they say, all right, your early momentum is there. We're going to give it to you. Now, let's see what you can do with full buys.
Yeah, let's see what they can do with full buys there. Eyes on the prize. It's time to make your enemies meet their demise. But we settle into the defaults for now, though. A couple holding outside B there, just waiting for any CT presence. UNSW not giving it to them, though. They're playing a patient game. Well, patience has been explored now. Good opening on mid there from Dead Set. A bit of pressure towards A as well. So the jab is being thrown out, and it is favoring UNSW for the time being here. They could definitely swing that tide, though, if Al-Qaeda finds this kill in mid. Timing great, not great enough. Dead Set goes and takes both. Huge impact being made there. UOM struggling at the moment. They're trying to creep on to A here. They have found at least a lifeline. They still have more to do.
Alright, 2 final members trying to make something in. Luke quite low. 952 is still quite real right there. Got to protect that set, who is low on a triple. They are trying to plant, and they are going to be completely denied. UNSW, they have thrown that momentum. They say, alright, here's the actual bait. However, once Dead Set got that 808P, things have changed, and they caught UOM by the tail. UOM was not expecting that early aggression, especially when it comes down to the 808P. Like, gotta give it to Dead Set. Very seasoned player. We've seen him season after season come in, just be a complete monster. And on this map, straight up he says, give me that orb. Let me show you exactly what I can do and exactly what it means to be representing UNSW. Huge amount of efforts.
Huge amount of efforts and paying off. Ooh, good dink though. Luke sinks a kill there. For another around the bend, not going to be able to find it. There's no end to these players mid. Catch them, dink himself. Luke is on fire in this round. Ooh, going for the plant. I don't know if the timing is going to be too favorable. No, it ain't. Dead set. Plants him down and locks in to take 3 for UNSW.
Yeah, gotta also remember, this is Dead Set's final season representing UNSW. Word on the street has been said that this man is going to be going on to the land of the rising sun as an exchange. So it is going to be cool. Like, we respect the decision, and a lot of, like, great being made over there. And of course, Dead Set is going to make sure that his final game, he's going to be showing exactly what he's got. So the man came out swinging. If the early jabs was already being thrown, right now he's ready and probably for the uppercut. As June is going to quickly just go through, light this one up. But he's going to be checked. It is going to be 1-for-1 trade as they storm the side on A. All 4 members trying to take hold. Make sure they get the stranglehold into the back first. Make sure no one's going to be in. And that's it. He first with the NWP. He aims and he missed. It is going to be exchanged all around. And that's going to be the first time UAM gets a really nice fight that they're looking to control into the side. They have the bomb. It's completely been planted and things are looking good.
Looking good. It might look great. And they do seal the fate there. GG is great on the angle. 1 player remains in Kraz now. Ooh, they've actually got past them. GG's could find good timing here, though. I like this. They're pushing into it. They do find it. Good momentum. And it works out for UOM in the end. Great impact from GG's. Tying things up 3-3. UNSW, though, even if they lost that round, they've got plenty of money to rely on here. So they're not down and out yet into the eco zone.
Alright, it's what happens, and especially since he did not get set once, but the man's been packing away kills. He's got 8 to his name, so the nightmare continues. He will continuously be aiming down on that barrel with an AWP, and of course for the rest of the team, yeah, they have been okay. So UOM still has to cut out a little bit of pre-fire going through, but the flash working on dividends. Kwon and Ming are both down. A is now prime for the taking. They just have to make sure that they find all the members first and make sure they cut it. But UOM, they're saying, all right, let's play this slowly. Let's try to go for a reroute as they slowly wait for the bomb to be delivered. They are giving a lot of chances for UNSW to react. And as this time is ticking down and how the round is being played out, I fear for this position. Like, UAM, they've started correctly, but they haven't really decided to take the full side just yet. They're looking to hunt completely on the offside.
And the hunt rages on as they creep on up. Looking to see exactly what they can do here. Time's ticking down. Fire goes out, so UOM will be able to collect at least a plant, but they have had both players collected in the meantime. Gibbs, big impact. More to do. Luke on the angle gets one, traded back by Kraz, spots another up, plat dead set, plants him, leaving it all up to Al-Qaeda now, low HP and low morale. The demise keeps the eye on the prize for UNSW, and they will be on track for 4.
I'm a little bit confused about that last play from UAM. They had the early 2 kills at A. It's a little bit baffling how they didn't want to completely take control of the side, fearing that there's someone that might cut them out into the mid. And UAM giving too much respect after the initial 2 kills really costed them the round. And so it is very unfortunate that they've been dropped, and now it's a round of eco. Not much should be said on the loadout. You got 4 armors, and they're just going to try to do whatever they can in order to enable a plant. You see, GG's a little bit slower onto the uptake, gets his armor, and they are going to just try to get this long little bit of a delay in, try to get the dink, but Cross with the AK, he says, you're going to make this too easy for me, there's no threat, and so I'll continuously control this water. 952 also trying to grab his chances, really nice damage, but unfortunately, Fishman is just going to be put down. Oh.
Put down and looking to pick it right back up. If they can find anything else here, like the distance shots from Kraz there. It does take a bit of damage though, so they're going to have to hold back and perhaps let a teammate take the mantle in that battle, which will be Juan this time. Doubling up, leaving it up to GG's last player standing outside A now, pushing into none other than Min. They do get a drop. So, UNSW, pop off, take 5, and look alive.
Okay, like this this was what we were expecting, especially from around Eco when you're at T and Anubis. Without that initial momentum, it is rather hard to get in. So you're just gonna have to like have those kind of rounds where you say, okay, I'm gonna sit back, let's see what we can do, get maximum efficiency. If we don't, it is what it is. And so on the new round, number 9, they do have the AKs loaded. Not a healthy amount of utilities, but that's all they could afford. They have one big opportunity to go for a 1 bait and then go straight into the switch, as 952 is going to throw most of it, trying to, well, I guess distract all the members from Unit SW that there's an imminent rotation that they must take at A before they go for the full B. And unfortunately, Al-Qaeda is just going to see too many members.
Too many members and too many things to do. But let's see what else they can manage now. Just going to be holding around the corner now. Min sticking it out. It's in for the smoke now. Might even find a bit more, but that's all it is. Luke, last player standing up mid now, has Gibbs to worry about. Low HP could be afforded a kill, but Juan is the one to spot them. They try and slip away here, could get a save out of it, maybe. Economy is just in, but it's in. They are going to jump in with it. So, 6 rounds secured by UNSW now, up by 3, and only a few more rounds to go.
UAM right here, this is the early momentum stop. They really haven't got anything, so they're going to be perpetually stuck in this cycle where you get 1 round worth of something that you can try to accomplish. If you don't, then the next round is going to be looking rather tough, especially since in this map, if you want to gain control of the waters, if you want to gain control of that mid, you don't know whether AOP is going to be coming through, and if he does, you obviously just close your eyes and hope for the best. Right now, Dead Set made his command right here. He's going to slowly aim. There's plenty to muck around with. They are going to rush in, but 952 completely put down Ming for the backup. They do take out Dead Set, but at 808p, it is still safe to be taken as well. GG's might be looking to try to get something out of this one, but I don't think he's going to get too much out of it. The man's got a mission. He's going to be staring at 1! But no, it's going to be completely denied. I don't even think they're going to do anything. So, yeah, that's kind of rough.
Kind of rough, and could get a bit rougher as well. 2 rounds to go now. UNSW secure the half. By how many rounds going to be dictated by 11 and 12 here. UOM have to dig deep, try and achieve that 7-5 scoreline. Give themselves a bit of breathing room heading towards the second half here. Otherwise, it could be problematic. Into it a little deeper, but let's say never. This is the best. The more yet to come.
Alright, through all the false crust out checking and gets taken down by Luke at the water, which is a fantastic start. It means that they're going to have to rotate. The stop, you're going to have to try to find Juan to at least give up the double doors. And this could just be the opening for Al-Qaeda that he was looking for. And at the same time, if they don't rotate, the rest of the members of UAM, they can't just completely rush B. Like, the response is a little bit slow, but he's going to be fine. Dead Set still looking by. Juan has made his way. And they do want to make sure they hold this one. They have guessed it completely because Ming has already said no one's here. So it is a 3-on-4. Let's see if they can get this one done, especially since Al-Qaeda is just going to be sticking to the middle. They are going to be finding Luke first through that thick smoke, trying to quickly reposition. And there is going to be the rush up. 2 for the price of 1, they say. That's it. Looking at it, Junior is down. He's got the bomb. They have to rush in. They have to get something done. 43 seconds left on the clock. 952 is trying to get through. Ming is gone as well. There is the check. Now it's the 808p. And that is going to be it, as UOM is going to lock a round down.
Yeah, great comeback from them there, honestly. It's critical that they really try and achieve success in these moments. And certainly eager to see if they can bless our screens with another inch of success. Hopping in, it's around 12 now. One last chance for them. Really do something great in order to take away a 5th round, perhaps. It's all on them here. 952 pushing up mid. Might be spotted by Dead Set. Yeah, speaking of, might be spotted by teammates outside that B site there. Kraz on to the double up. Might even be able to find another one around the corner here. Al-Qaeda does pull back, but Gibbs has found something. Luke wanting the same. It's all down to a 2v1 situation now. Luke creeping up through connector. They have other problems to deal with if Luke does creep back here. Dead set would have an awesome angle, but they just don't know quite yet, do they? But this timing, oh, it's so big, they're not watching for it, and they are dropped. So, UNSW pull ahead 8-4.
That first half, that's what we're talking about. When you come in and you are well versed exactly on what you need to be doing, then yeah, you're gonna be doing quite good. Like, I'm not gonna fault UAM because they did start and showed us exactly what they were practicing for. Anubis has been one of their more primed map, but then, you know, as soon as the rounds went through and you got a dead set that was already warmed up and ready to go, it is hard. It is hard to be competing like that.
Yeah, it is, and I feel like it's only going to get harder, Richard, but we'll see what is yet to come in the second half. You know, I was talking in the pregame about how if you can build a solid foundation, it could get a bit easier, but I mean, there wasn't too significant of a lead, I'd say. You know, UNSW have pulled ahead 8-4, but it's going to be really important for them to achieve a bit of success heading into their pistol, because if UOM manage to gain a bit of momentum, it could be problematic for them here, and we could really see a hasty equalization.
Well, this is something that, you know, all CS players are well known for. It doesn't matter how much you lose by, get that pistol and get a few rounds going, but there he is going to be the jumping skills from UOM. They are just going to completely rush that down and just, as you said, build that foundation. Go Desperado style, and you might just get something done, because you never know once you have strength in numbers. And so it is 8-5, right, which looks quite good. And they're gonna have the early guns, which puts UNSW at a complete stop on momentum in Anubis. Like, this is good, right? This could go easily to 8-6, and then to the next one, you know, can completely just threaten them depending on the situation, depending on the kill score. If it's a complete shutout, it can go straight to 8-7 as well. Like, it's just that complete interesting economy game that they're gonna have to be playing right now. UAM, they are in a little bit of a driver's position at this second, and anything can happen. So we'll see if Cross gets his early pick.
They're looking for it, searching, but not going to be able to get it quite yet. At least they get a bit of information for their team. They've wrapped around the back. We're going to push up B here. Could get the bomb down. Not directly contesting them. Mid at least causes delay there, but the bomb does go down. So already mission success here, and they've blessed their scoreboard with 1 kill. On track for another, perhaps. They're searching for it at the moment. Will lose one of their own again. Being zoned out. Here, doing such a great job, but job's done. And UOM ruin their fun. Take away a 6th round now. UNSW are back on track though. With that plan, really going to solidify their economy.
Yeah, it's not a complete shadow. Means that they are just going to completely be giving the buy-in. And so, interestingly enough, there is going to be all the AKs in the world. Waiting for Dead Set as well. Probably going to be an AK. And we'll have to say, Cross, 15 kills. Straight up next to his name, where you would have been like, should it be Dead Set who's leading this one? No, actually, Luke has been doing pretty good with 16. And so, yeah, like, so far it's been really, really crazy at how both sides has shown exactly what they're made out of. I'm interested to see if Luke was also representing under another name on the last season, but you know, I think he's new, and I think he's a great addition to UAM, where he has already showed how talented he is, especially since we've seen Al-Qaeda hold his own as well in the last season, and it's great to be having him tonight.
Yeah, really great addition to the roster there, and curious if, yeah, like you said, Luke maybe re-aliased, went under a different name in the past, you know, maybe they went under Emperor BK, who knows? But we'll see what's in store there. I'm sure that maybe they've always been Luke, and they're going to show us exactly why they're called Luke as they play things out in the series. But they've certainly done pretty well so far, I'd say, and, you know, I'm very keen to see what else they can do heading into the game. But speaking of the game, we are just going to head to a short break here. We'll be back in just a moment.
All right, it looks like we are back after a little bit of a tech pause. Things were getting sorted into the back, and yeah, it is Unanimous W against UOM. It is Jetset's last one. It is Luke's first appearance. Everything is happening on Anubis, and it is great.
And it's going to get even greater heading in to the rest of this one. Very keen and excited to see what the live game looks like. There it is. We're in the round 15, UOM 6, UNSW 8. And now it's the bye round. Mr. ZK, how do you think this one's going to go down?
Oh, I think it's going to be a very interesting one, as AKs are going to become flying out of UNSW. They are looking to just quickly take that control once again. Remember, UOM has to go through 2 rounds, right? Because that's how they started. They win 2 rounds, and then they lost a whole bunch right after to UNSW. And whoa, through the smoke, GG's eats a whole bunch of damage. He is so bruised, and yeah, he does the right thing. Quickly re-rotate and say, somebody switch with me, as Cross gets taken down, which is a very big kill right there. It looks like it's going to be the double aggression out the doors from Luke and Elka. Like, that's a very interesting take. I didn't think UNSW was going to be falling to that kind of tactic, but hey, look, anything happens.
Anything happens. Anything's possible. That's for darn sure. And let's see who manages to land the second blow here. Finding the early advantage for UOM going to be quite the start, but there's still plenty more work left to do here. UNSW holding patiently outside A, ready to crash in. Time's trickling down here. They have Jun to worry about, and they're being supported by GG's. Tough call, but it now will start to unfold.
Alright. They do want to make a claim. June here comes out, sprays and prays with GG's, and they are just getting everything. And oh my goodness. It is a beautiful defense coming from UOM. UNSW didn't expect this. They didn't time this. They didn't think about it at all. Where you can see June was just like, all right, they're all here. I'm going to pop as soon as I hear them a little bit more closer, relying on that full step Q. And it was beautiful. Great timing. And UNSW right now being reset onto the economy. Not much that they can say. You got 2 armors, 1 with helm, and yeah, they're just going to go for it. I think they're just going to go for a quicksand and see what they can get out of this round. But yeah, UOM, you know, it was 8-4. All of a sudden, on the switch, they find that momentum is 7-8. They're finding everything 952 hasn't really seen the smoke pop out, but Gibbs is still going to be taken down. Does not matter. And the rest of UNSW, they haven't really got a chance to even get through to any doors.
Yeah, haven't had that opportunity as yet. Still just stuck out for the minute. But that minute can come to a quick end just as quickly here. They are going to be holding back for now. Alkiah gets the spot there, slots himself back. As Util stop the GG is well played there, building up a lot of kills and money alongside it. None P5, as they do get killed a little too quickly there, and it all goes down. So even Stevens now, UOM, really on a red hot path here, and it really plays into exactly what I was saying. You know, you want to try and start things out on the T side most of the time, see if you can gather up a few rounds there, and then CT side is where you can really shine. If you start on CT, really is a lot of pressure to build up a lot of rounds and then try and close it out there. So UNSW in a difficult spot now.
Yeah, that's rather tough, and there is going to be attack utilized by UOM as well. And they are playing this very smartly. And they're saying, all right, you know, we just got 4 in a row. Our momentum is pretty good. Let's quickly slow it down, make sure they don't just really come back with a vengeance. We don't want a quick loss as well. And so it's all equalized. Things are looking up for UOM, who has looked quite strong to the defense. And UNSW right now, you know, obviously 5AKs trying to get all the buys that they can. You see plenty of utilities that they can utilize. I'm a little bit concerned because every time UNSW has thought about a plan, UOM was already there for the defense, and we've seen twice onto that buy. So we'll see. Like, this could just be something that they haven't really thought about because UOM has found the perfect angles every single time. A little bit of a debris onto Gibbs, which is going to be just fine. They're going to lock this one up, making sure they don't play into the interference. I don't think at this stage UOM can guess 3 out of 3, so I'm just gonna give it onto a little bit of a nice guess. But hey, look, if they do get 3 nice guesses out of 3, then UNSW is just having the worst luck when it comes down to trying to attack any side. But you never know what's gonna happen, and hopefully we will see this read coming from UAM.
Yeah, hopefully you could see lead come through there as they are just going to be sticking it out. Al-Qaeda ready for a swing again. Could be opportunistic here, and they do take it. Dead set though, works with Kraz. Last pass. Lecter in position, they're hiding in the smoke. Woof, almost getting caught. As a matter of fact, they will be in the end. So they're not getting a wealth of opportunity from that. UNSW ripping them apart piece by piece at the moment. They are stacked up on the platform there, trying to work together like our dead set played off their teammate and managed to shut down 2. So that's a site fully open for business there. Luke, last player standing now, has to try and defend it all on their lonesome. They could realistically go for this because they do have a bit of money flexibility across the CT site, but at the end of the day they do have the opportunity to just save out that AK as well. I think playing this angle, try and catch an exit, certainly going to be beneficial. Already one's creeping up to them and they spot the shot, so slotted in there, it works out wonderfully. Now the T's have that little vision though as to where they could be playing from. Now Luke switch positions here, this could be another opportunity arising, but at the same time, it depends on the T's here. I like how they're setting up to a potential pincer, but they don't need it. One peeks into it, has plenty of HP, does shut it down. So UNSW, at long last, they strike back, and they're back in the driver's seat.
Yeah, there we go. That's what UNSW was always trying to do, right? The last 2, they've been completely outmaneuvered, and UAM has just placed all their nice resources and everything and cut them off. But now, UNSW, they finally get one back. They did have to sacrifice 3 players for it and to do a total denial. But there's an AWP on the hands of 952. We'll see if he's able to lock this one up. Looking at his position, he is going to be able to get dead set through that smoke, which is fantastic. It means that UNSW doesn't really get the chances that they were looking for. Cross, though, is trying to find a little bit of an opening onto the B doors, but at this stage, they have to get all the pleasantries out the way, make sure all the utilities are being thrown before they think about anything else. Slow this one down to try to find something and disable that AWP. Like, that's all the conditions that they have to do in order to attack this B.
Yeah, that's all that they need to really reach for there. Try and give up that button. The opening going to be taken by Kraz there. Good trades across both sides. Works out for UNSW though. They have found a way into it now. Look to see if they can deal a bit more destruction here. Slow and steady though. It's a 3 versus 3. CTs do have the opportunity to get on into it and maybe strike back, but as time's trickling down and fast.
I'm not sure about that. Walking from Junior and 952, totally not respecting the utility and the defense coming in from UNSW, and Juan's gonna find Al-Qaeda through to the smoke as well. Like, I think just there, UAM should have waited for the utilities to actually being completely, just let them dissipate, right? There's no point for you to walk in blindly, especially with all the smoke working against you. Like, you might be thinking, all right, I can meld away and quickly think about it and then catch him with a surprise. The thing is, UNSW, they're well known for all this kind of strategic defenses, and they know exactly how to play it. So UAM took a massive gamble, and so resulted in a round loss. Everything denied. But doesn't matter, they still have the money to rebuy Al-Qaeda. MP90 is fine. That set is gone once again from the beginning. No frags for you, sir. They say you do not get to play this game still. This round is completely locked up for you. But UAM still have to work on a massive deficit of 2 rounds.
Yeah, they have to claw their way back, and that gap only getting wider. They desperately need to close it as quickly as they possibly can here. 952 holding mid for the moment. Looking to see if there's anything else that they can manage to stack up against. Their problems are only going to be building. UNSW though. Focus is on A site now. All players looking to stack up to main. They've got a couple watching them around the corner, which could be the problem for them, and they are cut off by a bit of fire as well, so really have to restructure their approach. Al-Qaeda, however, is ready to swing in.
Oh my god. He's still going. He's still gonna try to have a look. Yeah, he's gonna find them. Trick discipline. He's, oh man, I bet in his hand he's wishing he had a better weapon. But he's gonna find them all, and he's gonna take one out onto the back. But you know the subject, they say we don't care, we're just gonna try to go for it, and they are all gonna be put down. It is an absolute disaster for Unit to stop you. As UOM, with Al Qaeda's information, they locked them completely up, completely unchecked. No one was looking at the back, and so it is a very unfortunate loss. All 4 players being completely denied without able to do anything, as they get completely pre-fired into the beginning and charging to the back. It is the worst case scenario. And so, A-Case back in. Cross, I guess it's just going to be the pistol. They are just going to have to play off this 4-1 power. Not much that they can do. Luke, though, is going to be meeting Juan right in the beginning. And who cares if you're working 4-1 when you can take one down, and the utilities are going to fly in, trying to lock this one up. Al Qaeda jumps in bravely, trying to deny something. GG's him to the back, but June going to be completely being traded out here. I'm just not sure what else you can do. 952's got an 8 OP. He is aiming, but it's going to be donated. And that is going to not be donated, but it is going to be a quick round for Unit SW.
Quite satisfied with that result there. Now all they need is 2 more rounds in order to take control of this game here. Dead set. Desperately trying to take away their last game of the season with success here. They've been able to bless their team's scoreboard. Top of the board for them for now. See if they can maintain course here as we jump into 21. They're going to be able to do something for Amp here. That's the big question. Holding mid though, good little default position. Lots of smokes as well, coming out in abundance there. Just holding us tight for now. The openings could be just really veering their heads out from middle, as well as through connector if a player or two isn't too careful.
Alright, Luke right here, making sure that no one's going to be flanking around. Gibso going to try his chances, throws a molly straight up. There's going to be the exchange, and that's going to be pretty good too on both sides, but the side, it is still locked up just for now. There is going to be a play back down to Juan, and Juan was not expecting it as well. So that reduces this down to a 3-on-2. They haven't really thought about how they can be playing this, but Unit SW, no stranger to the play disadvantage. They are going to try to make a massive collapse, I believe. This is going to be where Cross is going to try to find this shine. However, they are going to be needing to quickly get the side in. As you see UOM, they are looking for the hunt. You can see Al Qaeda slowly. He could just be making his way on a really good angle for the backup. We'll see, as Cross is going to find Al Qaeda anyway. Like he says, well, if you're going to be playing, giving up your position, we are going to be playing to this. You're going to be separated. It's up to 952. Man, oh, he gets naded down to 40. He swings out for the 1. It's pretty good. It does not matter. It's going to buy some crucial time. Unit SW, they have not enough chances to be gambling on his one. They are going to have to be forfeiting that position. GG's. Looking to clutch into this one. He just needs one tap, one angle, one opportunity, and that's it. The man is looking, and he takes a headshot. It is beautiful from Unit SW.
That's it. Beautiful. Amazing stuff as they take a map point here. One step closer to pushing it over the line. And we'll see if they are going to be able to do a little bit more here. As the time's ticking, opportunities dwindling, UOM have to dig, and dig deep they do. Let's see what they are going to be able to achieve. Big stack up in mid right now. Nades coming out, so much damage coming through here. Stack up, but the T's don't even need it. They're going to wipe the floor up, taking out every which CT. And away we go. UNSW take control of the flow there. 13-9 in their favor. And what a way to get it done.
Yeah, I believe Cross is going to be living on a high on that one. He ended them with an ace. He's probably thinking, oh my god, what is happening? He's probably screaming. He's going, ah! Yeah. At one stage of the game, we thought UAM was going to be able to do a tremendous comeback. And, you know, we predicted it. They did quite well. You know, you went from 8-4 to 8-8. And then they started competing really, really well. And it was a much more closer game than what we expected. UNSW has always been a very premier team. They always come in with very practiced formations, strategies, no matter what they do. UNSW has always done really well season after season. But UOM out of nowhere, with a fresh new team, only 2 players returning from the previous squad, with Luke Intel, that's super impressive on what they've been able to do today. And it shows that this is the Elite Series.
That's right. It's the Elite Series. And we are so ready to see exactly what else is in store here. But we are going to be heading into a short commercial break while we get things set up for what's to come. We'll see you soon.
Welcome back into the AEL University Elite Series of CS2. My name is CK with the lovely Matsy, where we just went through the first round between UNSW and UM on the map of Anubis. Ultimately, it was UNSW. However, it is now finally complete. We're doing the full circle because we have an interview with the man himself representing UNSW. It is Dead Set.
Hello.
Hello.
It will be my first and last interview ever, so hope this one is fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Nah, I hope so for you as well, mate. And I got to say, really well played in that one. You played exceptionally. What was your psyche coming into, I guess, your last game there?
I guess just have fun. Obviously I won't be playing the rest of the season, so I guess the results don't matter to me too much. So it was a bit of throwing, but yeah, we allow it. We play our best at all times, I guess. So, yeah, it's fun.
Absolutely, we saw you pick up the orb and you were just like, all right, it is my time to shine. And you really started bagging those kills. Like, with all the ferocity you've been able to show throughout the years, what is the emotions that's going through, right? Because we remember seeing you first join UNSW representing the CS back then, all the way until now. Like, talk us through how you've developed.
Well, I won't lie. I should have played this game a lot more. I guess over the years, I haven't pretty like full committed, but it's been like an honor, kind of playing this league for so long. It's a lot of fun, and especially with all the people pretty much playing each year, playing with the teammates, having fun pretty much. Yeah, not much to say. I haven't been that great, so but we do okay during the season, so it's not too bad.
That's great, and honestly, it's been a pleasure to be able to cast you for so long. To be honest, I think you've played really well. You know, don't doubt yourself, especially that last game, mate. Killing it. But speaking of killing it, I guess you've set a pretty high bar for your teammates there. Would you have any words of encouragement or inspiration for them to live up to the energy that we saw tonight?
Well, if we lose other games, we know why. We know why.
Is it going to be one of those memes where it's like UNSW at 100% and then it's just you?
100% win rate.
Fair enough. And hey, look, obviously we want to give you the best of all hopes, good lucks, all through into the future. I think it's going to be, amazing of what you're going to be doing and into the future. For you left right now, if we're going to be completely honest, like what would be the final advice you would give to all competitors into the future?
I mean, have fun and play with your team. It's really no other way. Got to play more with your team. Got to like your teammates and have fun while doing it. Honestly, there's nothing more important in this league. Honestly.
Couldn't agree with you more there. Teamwork makes the dream work. Words to live by and ways to play. But I think that is going to be all for today. So I want to say thank you so much for doing the very best you can in AEL, and really best of luck in all your future endeavors, mate. You've been killing it, and I can't wait to see what else is in store for you heading in the future.
Well, I have a flight tomorrow morning to Japan. I will be heading on exchange literally tomorrow, so I'll be over there for a couple months. So better things maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. But look, that's gonna be it. That's it. We hope you do well, mate, and definitely see you around in the future. Please let us know all the endeavors and all of those Twitter pics. We're expecting a lot of ramen and good food and all the squishies and all that. But yeah, thank you very much for playing, mate.
Thanks, guys.
There you go. Well, that was great, Richard. Good to get a bit of insight from Dead Set before their departure there. I'm sure they're very, very keen to see how Japan is going to be.
I think, yeah. That's going to be the most important thing. It is Japan. But before anything else, and we take ourselves to a Japan holiday, we got to go to the next game. So let's bring on the next game at the ones that's coming out in a few minutes. It is going to be Adelaide University Esports against Monash. there is going to be representing the Adelaide University. It's going to be Spec, Doom, Shug, Crash, and I'm going to call that Hussai! And on the side of Monash, we have CSJ, 5+1, Mob, Zach, Joe, and QCCCC. Hey, people are starting to rock it up with their name game, and I'm loving it.
Yeah, they're definitely creative in their aliases, aren't they? And I guess that's the freedom of creativity and being able to put whatever name you want there. But speaking of creativity, we got some creative vetoes right now, right in front of us. It is going to be none other than Ancient, the one let out the gates this time. So not Anubis, although it did come all the way down to the end there, the very last ban from Adelaide University. But Ancient, commonplace staple map as well. I feel like the only 3 maps I see played these days is Anubis, Ancient, and, you know, any insert other third map here. But, now we're going to get into game, though, right now. So let's take away a little look at Ancient.
All right. Here we go. It is the knife we're going to be catching in the beginning. Obviously, you want to be the first one to get onto the momentum train. As soon as you get that knife round, you feel a little bit good about yourself. You know exactly how you want to be placing it. And of course, you know, if you don't win that knife round, the first thing you're going to be doing is just going straight onto the defense. Because on a map like Ancient, you know, anything can happen. And of course, before all the death and all those things that's happening, it's just going to be Doom. And Doom is now completely gone. By the way, Marvel Phase 5, let's go. And it's going to be good. Well, we are looking for the quick reset. And yes, speaking of everything, we're getting the rounds decided. Adelaide University, they are opting for the... Well, no, they are going to be putting in their works onto the T side, where Monash onto the CT. And it's going to be an absolute banger of Ancient. So let's go and take it away, Matty!
Sounds like a plan, Mr. ZK. We are going to take it away into the game right now. Monash, CT, Adelaide University, D. And it is onwards towards the site right now. B site is the one to keep your eyes on here. The T's are creeping up towards the ramp right now. Got a CT in the lamp room, though. Could be problematic. Holy moly, problematic. It's an understatement. QC is gone. Luckily, 5+1 was able to trade back, though, keeping it nice and hasty there. But the T's already are on track for the plant here. Maybe not. One more bullet, and that could have been goodbye. But the bomb is down, and it's retake time.
Yeah, let that smoke go through. They are going to see Zach Joe, who's already pushed up, like he's going to get taken down. But then on top of all of this, the bombs is very out into the open. They're going to have to come in, but it's just everyone going. Too many bullets flying and splattering against the wall. The side of Monash did not see this one coming, and so it is going to be a nice little bit of a early play from Adelaide University. And I got to say, it's 4 kills to Shug. This man open up with this many kills, it means that he's going to have the guns, he's going to be ready at the forefront, and he's going to be leading the charge into this play. And Monash might not have enough to just quickly defend against this man, especially since the Mac, the Galils are all coming out. They've got the nades ready for the little bit of a mentoring bomb. They say, all right, if you're going to be stacking or doing anything, the nade's just going to be flying. So nice little bit of preemptive coming in. They are going to make sure Mob is going to be pushed back as well, making sure that there's not too much that they can be playing to that heavy defense, as the rest is going to just spread out and scope out.
Yeah, spread their reach. Ready to preach success here. Adelaide. Sticking it out. Have got a bit of presence on that A site as well. Looking to push the donut and main there. Keeping a little bit of openings on towards B as well, though. I like how they just make a bit of noise there. Trying to push into overwhelm, however, they do find success. Crash there to trade back, though, is an issue for QC here. In the meantime, the T's are already on track onto that A site. So can concede none here. Looks like they aren't really going to be picking anything up for the CT side as yet.
Yeah, it is going to be a little bit rough on Monash, as they are slowly trying to find anything. I think this is going to be a tough one. You do have Hazai try to find that little bit of a last tap. Yeah, Mob was quite tagged out. Alright, so, as we expected, they only lose Doom for the price of everything else, which is a huge win onto their side. I think more than anything, the rest of Monash, this is what they're expecting. Not much that they can do when someone pops off really quickly. The momentum is really high, and people are sweating already. But right now, they do have the M4A1S completely out. Utilities, not a lot, but should do the trick as well with Adelaide University investing. Oh my god, what a nade! But it did come at a high cost of Specs life. Not sure that they wanted to be playing that and then quickly just seeing the retaliation, but there it is. Monash says, all right, we are going to push our edge out a little bit and make sure to take our positions on a more opposing suppression. But yeah, that was a very surprising intake.
Quite the surprising intake, and see if they can find another way to capitalize on their mistakes there. Shug already has pressed up main, has a couple around the corner in Donut to deal with. Nade could be an opener for them. One in the same, good timing though. The trade comes out from the dike, and Mob does manage to go take him down. Just keeps the fight alive for the CTs here, but T's are very separated right now. Like, at least got opportunity here. Well, not for long. It's all going to be up to Doom to try and see if they can create some doom and calamity for their opponents. The time filling its way down there does prove to be crucial for them to get into the site. They did find 2 openings, the 3rd not quite there. So, an opening on the board for Monash now. They're here to fight and ready to push through all night.
Yeah, I think they really do want to push out all night because, you know, the night is still young. This is only round 4. They finally got the guns up. I'm really surprised at just how amazing Doom played just there. The man was outgunned, outplayed, and there was nothing else that he could do. But he says, you know what, I'm going to go out and just take as many as I could, which is really, really huge speaking for him. And now, as we do go through this, you can see just how fast Monash want to be playing this. Adelaide University, they're giving the respect right there. They don't want to be given way too much of an edge. They don't want to be losing someone really too early in the beginning, especially since I think it was Spec and Crash in the beginning that just fell crash and burn in the beginning. But yeah, this is going to be evolving slowly into that crawling time where the T's going to have to figure out the rest of the defense.
Yeah, going to have to figure things out, aren't they? But we'll see if they can manage to do that in just a second here. I like how they're just putting through subtle jabs at the moment for Adelaide. But Monash, they aren't biting into it. They're just holding their ground for the moment. Really forcing Adelaide to take a bit of time here. They're going to have to fight to take a bit of territory on the map. Because the CTs are holding the chokes, you know, they've got a player posted up in Sniper's Nest, Donut. So they can't just get onto the A site for free. Even if they can swing through main, there's players scoped up keeping eyes over it. Much like CSJ, who can be the first one to go down or the first one to pick it up as they are. Spec is out of here, and time's ticking down for Adelaide.
I can't believe CSJ was able to boldly just, you know, push that one through and win the fight. I don't think Adelaide University saw that one coming, but 5+1 is gone. Shug still remaining quite dominant into this, 6 kills to his name. And now he is slowly, you know, just trying to open a little bit of room as they are going to quickly swap the site, trying to find this one. Crash holding it, waiting for it. They are going to be completely cutting off the support, which is huge. Now everyone's going down. CSJ, the man who boldly declared the beginning of the fight, has no choice but to quickly back off and say, well, you know, I guess you guys win this round. We're a little bit slow on the reprieve. And that is really rough. Especially with Monash finding all the right places to defend and they just hold up completely. But Adelaide University, you know, they lost Spec right in the beginning. Shock opened up a kill and then the rest of the defenses fell like dominoes. It's a really tough one to check as has died. They are slow. He's trying to find it. CSJ finds a kill into Shug. And Hasai wants to shut him down and he will. No weapons will be saved. Economy, they want to put it down as much as you can. And only QCCC and CSJ might be able to buy something.
They might be able to buy something, but I don't know if they're going to commit to it. I suspect an upgraded pistol, or maybe a submachine gun if they really are game for it, but it's not happening. They're just going to hold on, maybe bring a bit more to the table into round 6 instead. You know, maybe they hold on to their economy and buy an AWP. I think that mantle might be taken by QC, however. Still, the more money they got, the better. But big stack up in mid from Monash right now. They're pushing straight into it towards elbow there. They have spotted Crash. Just holding steady there. I don't think Crash wants to peek into them if they can help it. Like, sure, they take 1 or 2, but all of them at once would be a bit of a challenge here. Speaking of challenges, though, taking out CSJ, 5+1, overwhelming. Pushing up through the connector there. Seeing what they can manage in the cave. Shots through the wall, not managing to connect to this time. Should connect in a second though. They push in 1 by 1. The job is not yet done. They have found one on to another. This round getting a lot more positive for Monash and 5+1 here. 3 kills. Committing next to nothing into the round. What a result. But the result will allow a score to be put onto Adelaide's board there. And they're up 1-4.
Alright, like this is something that Monash was probably looking for, maximum damage, very little commitment. And so 5+1 will be taking that one. It's just, right now they need to gather a defense completely up. They've been shut down by Adelaide University round after round, haven't really thought, they got a foothold into this map just yet. Minus the 1 round where they were able to find a little bit of a good opening. Right now, they are without a clue, but they are going to quickly commit into a quick Mario jump over Doom. Found another one just for now. Defense, it's very heavy-sided on one side. No one is rotating just yet. You can see them quickly. QCCC and Mob trying to find something, trying to cut off the support. But, this is the site. It's gone. Like, you can't just play off the A side like this. You just have to pull Mob into check. You go in, just climbing exactly like that. And QCCC might not even see this happening just yet. And just like that, both QCCC and Mob late to the defense here. It means that the side is gone. CSJ at least brings 1 up. Try to give that time into a 3-on-3 to make sure that everyone else is here to play. Utility-wise, they're going to shut this one down as they are going to quickly go for Flint. 5+1 being completely blinded, has no idea how to be playing this one. Has to respect, but Spec is gone. They're going to return fire. Bravely going through here, and Zach is going to be okay for now until he gets traded into a 1-on-1. CSJ clutches, and there is going to be the defuse. It's crazy how Monash invested into this round.
Hefty investment pays dividends and keeps it 2 rounds between them now. What a result to come through from them there. Luckily for Adelaide, though, at least it got a bit of hope, a bit of wind in their sails even still. They are forced to commit to an upgraded pistol buy with a bit of util this time, considering the economy isn't evenly split there. A majority of them on the lower end, so they're just going to have to live and let die and hopefully try and do more in this one or the next one. But they're going quickly onto this B site. They've already pushed onto the site, looking to get a bomb down if they can help it. They lose 2 players in consequence, so it's a tough one to try and achieve. But they've at least achieved that plant, so mission successful in that respect. And they get a kill as well. Little bonus prize. Not going to be good for any more than that, though. So, Monash, 1 step closer now. Only 1 round between them.
Yeah, I think that is pretty much a pretty standard round where you just go in with nothing. You say, all right, we just need the bomb site. That's pretty much it. Shug was able to at least return a kill, at least, which is, the standard. The standard of, it's one of those rounds. We're just going to have to do what we can, right? It happens to be a pretty good one from Adelaide University. But the most important thing right now is that guns, and guns. Get all of them out. Get all the utilities out. QCC is going to be a little bit low on the utilities, but that's going to be just fine. You have a look at Adelaide University. They are missing a little bit, but most of them, well, actually all of them, has a nade. Looking to take that early control. Get that 5 nade stack if they can find the angle. Judging by their position, it looks like it's just going to be the old fish and see what we can get. Just like Mob, who took 32 damage straight up. Haven't really fought just yet. Doom, meanwhile, is going to be camping just onto the side, making sure that there's nothing that is surprising him until the molly comes through. Which I think is going to be alright. The response has been pretty significant.
Yeah, it really has found its areas of significance, hasn't it? There could be a more on her way. Swing comes through there. They spot the elbow. Good to fall back as Zach. Just ready to strike back if the T's get a little too close to the sun here. Now putting util in mid as well. I think that's good. Just clear their angles here. Make sure that they can come into this one safely. How safe really is it? Well, until Doom decapitates Zach there, leaving it up to QC on the site CTs are wrapping around the back though, so the Ts might have a bit more than they bargained for waiting for them, and with time ticking down so quickly, it's a rough gig ahead.
Oh, here we go. Can they find the perfect attack point? 23 seconds left on the clock. Adelaide University, they're still fishing for this one. They are slowly making the play onto the A. They are going to find Doom. However, can they find the most important one, which is CSJ? CSJ noticing everyone rushing in. He's still got the name with 5+1. You have to rush in, and they are going to find him eventually. Oh my god, they found 3! That's a 1-on-1. There's not enough time. You can't do anything. Adelaide University, I don't think they were able to really had that time to attack, but they at least found 3 kills out of it. But someone was not thinking. It looked like the team was a little bit divided. It feels like they've given the bait out onto Monash, and Monash beat into that bait, and they say, yep, thank you very much. But then afterwards, CSJ found this one. He found a kill, but you know, no more than that. You had to quickly run for it to quickly get something through. But it just all fell apart. And so, in a very unfortunate round, Crash is going to be there for the trade into the early beginning. They don't really have all the guns into the world, so it doesn't really matter too much over it. It is all for our side. Adelaide University going to have to go and find the perfect angle, trying to find something. Doom is gone. Spec is the only one with an AK. And so, they are going to try to find a side, as there is going to be the lockdown. Mob finds 2. It is huge. And there is going to be Spec, the only one with an AK, trying to desperately get the bomb down to the A side. I'm not liking his chances as he's slowly and bravely going through. 6 health left. They are spraying him through, and he is just going to be put down to the dirt.
Put down to the dirt and make him feel it. Make it hurt. And let's see how these last remaining rounds are going to look, because we're on the tail end of it all now. We've got only 3 rounds remaining. 3 more opportunities for either side to pick up the pace here and clear some space to victory. Bear in mind though, it's been pretty close all throughout thus far. 5 rounds for Monash, 2 away from victory in the half. Adelaide, they take 3 have victory in the half here, but still, early days yet. See what Monash has in store though. Big presence on mid, gonna be great for them. They can afford to put a bit of heavier focus towards the sites, considering the map control that they do have here. The Ts can steal that back though if they exploit the angle on elbow. With the smoke in their way for now though, they're playing very patiently, just waiting it out in case of a main push here. Just a real wait and see kind of game at the moment.
Here we go. Oh, Doom, he gets sworn upon shocking. There's nothing he could do. There's nothing he can actually react to that situation as 2 more players come in. There's going to be Spec and Crash. They are waiting. They really want to make a claim to this mid. Molly is good for CSJ. He swings out, no choice. And that is very unfortunate for him, as they have identified exactly where he would have been around. However, they cannot advance in this situation. It's still not enough for a full rotation. If they do want to be attacking into this, they have to invest into like 2 more smokes, which, well, as I say, 2 more smokes, they are going to be throwing it in. It is very well practiced. A nade to follow is not going to find the value. However, you know, they have stalled this one out. Could be the bait, as most of the members of Monash has already rotated back into A, as they are slowly pushing more into the utilities. All 4 players converging at the B side. It's just going to be QCCC desperately trying to buy some time. It says they are all here. 15 seconds left on the clock. Utility-wise, do they have any to be thrown? Just a nade to be going down, but that bomb has been planted, which is already heaps good. 5+1 going down, it's going to make it even better. It's 3 on 4. They have to find this one. Good angles, shutting down the rest. QCCC finds one, but that's going to be Adelaide University striking gold into round number 10.
Striking gold, feeling bold, and it is going to be a tied scoreline now. Monash in quite a difficult, perilous situation here themselves. They can only really afford pistols at this point, so they'll be playing for the equalizer at half time, or maybe conceding, giving Adelaide the lead there by 2. We'll see what comes through out of round 11 and 12 though, because just because they have pistols doesn't mean round is an impossibility for them. There's plenty of openings that could be afforded. For now though, Adelaide taking it nice and patiently. The same could be said of Monash. Heavy stack up on B this time, giving themselves away through that ramp push there, but the T's, they're not biting. They've wrapped it back to Donut. Going to go towards the other side of the map instead, where Mob lays in wait.
Alright, like Mob has one opportunity. Just needs one surprise to tap him, and he took it, and that is beautiful. And now they're going to find Wolfbar. That is a nice swing coming in. However, they're losing too many. So right now it's a 3-on-2. Crash, obviously he's going to be here trying to find everything that he can, but he's being tagged. There's an AK right there. Doom is gone. So 3-on-1. It is now starting to look doable. Monash trying to advance into this. Crash, he's still here. He's on 16 health. There's an AK waiting, pinpointing exactly where he is. They are going to be looking at this defuse. He's going to make it annoying for them. But he gets a huge headshot. Oh, but QCCC has made the impossible. And that is really, really nice coming through. Timing. Look at the boss on top. Left to the right. And he's going to be just fine like that. I don't even know why I want to retract that excitement. But, you know, for the sake of casting, you know, we just got to make it look really, really close.
Of course. As close as it possibly can, Mr. ZK. And we'll see if it is going to get a little closer. Heading into round 12 here. Dive in for an even Steven scoreline, or maybe we see 7-5 favouring Monash. It all comes down to these last moments here to see which team will find the last slice of the pie here. Which team is going to rise up to the occasion and still in the front here. I like how much pressure has been put through mid from Monash consistently, by the way. They've already found an opening there on a Crash, not allowing them any presence on elbow. It really has put some fair share of struggles in Adelaide's playing field.
Yeah, it really has. Doom has traded with 5+1, and you know, you do take a 5+1, which is great, right? But the thing is, now you have to deal with QCCC, and you have to deal with Zach Joe. Zach Joe has that AWP. Once you see that AWP onto the squad, you gotta be careful, right? Most teams don't want to be playing around with it, and you can see Adelaide University, they are hesitating to push through it because no one knows where the AWP is at. And oh my god, as though he did not check that corner. And CSJ, he says, well, if you don't want to be checking it, I will be here. Nate is here, trying to go for the swing. He's going to be holding it, and it's a nice tag onto the head of Spec. And continuously, they're going to have to keep playing. Shog on 16. I don't think he can do too much out of this situation. You should just save that AK, but unfortunately, yeah, there's nothing you can save, especially being the last round. And that's a nice little bit of a play. It's a 7-5 scoreline. You see Adelaide University starting this game really aggressive. And then right after that, Monash made a big comeback.
Yeah, they made a big comeback, and it was really impressive to see how they managed to compose themselves towards the end of the half there. Definitely eager to see what else is in store for them, to be honest. Like, I saw some great momentum and potential towards the end of the half there, but whether they're going to be able to stay consistent with it is another challenge entirely. We'll see how things go now, though. Adelaide CT, Monash T, ready for battle once again, and it is all going to be rattled up towards what looks like the B side this time.
Alright, as CSJ show us just how many good stickers he's got on his pistol, there is going to be the player. Molly being thrown down here, and that is pretty much all the utilities that they have onto the B side. All 5 is going to stack up. There is going to be the full spray and pray. However, it's going to go in the way of Adelaide University until now. They are fighting those heads back into a 2-on-2. Mob is going to stay back as CSJ going through the smoke. They don't know he's here. Hastai hasn't really switched. They don't know just yet. Onto the back. He is waiting. He is claiming. Hastai is gone. Spec now working behind and playing ring around the roses. He wants to get the tab. He's going to be funny. He's not looking at the angle. Oh, Spec at that last moment is going to be taken down. And he's now 8-5. Monash has that early little bit of a lead, which means that the guns are going to come flying in Adelaide University. This is not the round that they wanted to start off.
Yeah, it's less than ideal for them there, isn't it? Because Monash now further solidified their lead, can speed ahead, having this consistent buy-through here. Could be on track for 9, maybe even 10 rounds in their favor right now. So definitely a challenging time for Adelaide here. We'll see how they respond to it in this one, let alone the next one. I like the big presence they've already established on the A side, though, almost as if they wait for the teams in anticipation. now getting the information there, they can prepare themselves accordingly.
Oh dear, oh dear. Well, as that happens, there is gonna be the full play, the full stack, and Monash walked into all of them, also blocking themselves out of the way as well. They are, however, recovering to this. It's just gonna be the 1-on-2. 2 pistols against the 1 CSJ, desperately trying to make it back. He's being tagged all around. He's still got a minute. Like, he can take it easily. He can just go back if he wants to. However, there's the bomb right in front. He needs to lure Shog, and Shog is a vet. He's not going to keep this one out. Not that easily. 52 seconds left. He still wants to make that play. Oh, he found the location. Shog slowly being swamped by pistol out. Oh my god. It is CSJ cleaning house. It is a beautiful round being saved.
That's right. Beautiful round saved and taken in their favor there. They going to be able to take it all the way through. They got more confidence and more opportunities ahead, but we'll see what they can do, Mr. ZK. Not too much pressure on their shoulders there. They are going to be able to calm the storm now, though. 5+1, holding around the corner. Knows that there's a player waiting for them in Spec, but if they peek, there could be problems. Speaking of, Spec goes down, no support. This is an opening. They might even have their teammate taken away if they're not too careful, but in saying that, HC Guy could be a thorn in their side if they're unchecked as well. They are going to be checked though, so Monash steam ahead onto the A site and collect a plant.
Yeah, taking up Hastai is actually crucial on that one as Doom has the AWP. It's a very expensive investment right here. They are down a player, and they are trying to slowly walk this one out. Shock, meanwhile, is going to be with the MP knife, sprays that one really quickly, which is great. However, it's still 2-on-2. They need to recover this. Bomb is ticking. They don't really have the means to deal with this. Doom is gone. Oh my god, he's sticking it, but that is going to be well practiced from the side of Monash, and they say no. You do not get to play on this one. We will take everything away. And thank you very much for that play with that AWP as well. Like, he just says, like, this is just going to be the way we are going to be inserting ourselves. And it's rather hard. Adelaide University hasn't had the greatest defense, especially since we switched.
Yeah, they've been in a bit of trouble, haven't they? You know, it's been pretty tough for them, and now they're on track for an eco as well. Scary times, but doesn't mean they're impossible times. Just because Monash have taken double digits now doesn't mean the game is over. There's still a chance for Adelaide to make a comeback here. They are advancing quite quickly towards the B site now. Amazing start from Crash there. The D does its job, and oh so well. Will they be able to do it for the 2-tap though? Not quite this time. And 8 comes out. It's good to push it around the corner. Shug actually calms the storm a little bit there. Peeking singularly allows them quite the result.
Oh, QCCC, it does go back at the right time, cuts up all the flank as well. And now it's up to Shog. He is trying, but there's nothing you can do in the face of an AK spraying at you, and the bullets will penetrate those stones and metal. And it's 11-5. We started with Adelaide University looking really, really good. But now, there is none of that momentum left. It feels like they've run out of gas and they are waiting in the desert for a rescue. This is really rough. Doom puts out the AWP once again. They've got the buys in, and they need to make something happen. They need to make sure that there's going to be a lot more coming through. 5+1 being shut down in the beginning is going to be good. The early night here is just going to make sure that there's nothing around, as they are going to clear for vision. And at the same time, Spec nicely inputting himself, holds up onto the left. I don't think there is too much out of it, but Spec takes a ton of damage as well. The nade is going to be exchanged, but does not find any dividends. And it's a great opening, as all 5 players of Monash, they are eager to clear this side on B.
Eager to clean it up and see if they can knock it down. They're just creeping through the lamp room now into the cave. They've got a couple of players to deal with around the corner as well, but we'll see. They are going to be able to make something of it. Crash has already disposed of a couple. He's to leave them in the rubble there. And it's looking like a lot more built up. Mob holds it on their own. They're zoning them out. Low HP. It doesn't even matter if they can get the shots. Timing great. They've got a little bit of cover there. Spec has an idea where they could be playing from here. Keeping focused, baiting it out just in case. But they don't displace them. Love this patience from Mob right now. They just keep baiting them. And there it is. Finally they give in. And it will be Adelaide bringing it back.
Oh, that was a crazy one. Just when we thought Monash, the plan has come to fruition, Adelaide University just completely walking out from cover and dismantling them. And then you see Mob, desperate, trying to swing left, right, left, and then quickly go back. All of a sudden, down to the one-on-one. Spec holding on to the zone in the end was great to see. And now, that has brought a little bit more of a lifeline for Adelaide University. Not for that gun situation. The same could be said about Monash, but I do like the loader a lot better. CSJ rushes down C-Spec and he says, alright, we'll have this little bit of a shootout. They do find 5+1. Chuck quite low himself, but Zach Joe also paying the same price. It's a 4-on-4. Utility-wise, it is in the favor of Monash, and they can be looking to split this map up where Adelaide University is going to have to be dealing with it. CSJ barely missing that one, but Doom is gone, which means that they are going to be making the play for the A. There's going to be the cutout exactly like that, as Mob going to get gunned down the old-fashioned style. We'll take those.
Sure will. Take it to the bank and get the kill with the XM there. They're ready to flex on through and keep those T's out as much as they possibly can here. But there's still plenty of time available for the T's right now. Might even press straight into Shug, to be honest. But they just need to pick and choose their battles at this point. Time's ticking. Do they go B? Do they go A? B is looking to be the place of choice. With Shug's position so tight in the back lanes, though, I shudder to think what could be laying in wait for them.
Alright, let's see if they will clear Shug. Shug's got a prime position right now, just be completely clearing both kills. Just got to be waiting, see if they have the perfect opportunity. Oh, and he's going to be swinging both, and there he is, Shug! Just when you thought, the round's going to be quite dicey. In comes a Shug that's just waiting around the corner, silent assassin. It goes, it is finally my time to shine. And I gotta say, Shug, this man has been clearing away, and he has been a thorn on the side of Monash. Him and Crash, they've got really fantastic result. They've been able to lead quite well coming in, and it's quite good to see that Adelaide University has talents. They are developing all around, and now Monash, they still have a lot of rounds to work with. They cannot be taking too many, as they are going to be storming to this one. 5+1 is going to be exchanged. That is their primary gun, so Mob's going to quickly pick up the AK. They've already got the plan, which is great for the bank. It means that the next round they're going to definitely have a buy, but one has to be really careful how much you can be getting into this. They are going to be sacrificing 4 for this, and that is a nice exchange. AK is gone. It's just going to be Zach, and he's going to be taken down, and that's pretty much it for this round.
That's that. Round done and dusted. Adelaide swing it back, and we'll take 8 now. One step closer to potential success here, but there's still a lot more work yet to be done. If they want to get it towards a map point here, they need to take 4 more rounds at a minimum. We'll see if they are going to be able to really have that confidence in them in order to get the job done at the moment. Because Monash still got plenty of cash in the tank as well. They're ready to clash swords here and see if they can find a map point of their own. Monash need 1 to hit at this point, but that could very easily change. Who knows? They might be spotting a change in front of their very eyes right now. Elbow spotted. They don't get traded. That's actually quite surprising. So Adelaide going to get away scot-free with a kill there.
I am actually confused right there. Zach says, I will leave you alone. Okay. I guess Shug will say, thank you very much. If you're going to leave me alone, then I will just be playing this one to perfection, which means that B is now completely backed up. They have 2 just to play around with. And the rest of Monash, they are going to be making a play now, trying to snug Shug. Doom taking a ton of damage as well. They should be smelling this one. Adelaide University hasn't really made the play into the rotation just yet, but they are going to find a little bit more onto this CSJ. Slowly moving through, does want to find that little bit of a cover. I think CSJ, his idea is just, I'm going to cut up Doom. If Doom or has died, decides to come through here, I'm just going to find him. And of course, Mob is going to be the one to check Spec. But nothing else has been given out. Zach Joe gave way too much respect coming into here. Shug is gone, which is now burned away. Never mind, as we say that, he's going to find the angle, but he's being checked by 3 people. They all want him. CSJ, not long for this world. Gets put down, but it's a 3-on-3 with a bomb being planted. Utilities are going to fly sky high into the back, and Monash just needs to sit.
Yeah, sit down and be humble. We'll see if they are going to be able to stumble their way into it now. Monash holding a steady BkWhatOCE. Spots one, but they are going to be dropped down. So, Adelaide pulled through again. Their teamwork shining through there. And they get one step closer to tying things up here. 9 rounds to 11. Very eager to delve into what's yet to come here. Because both these teams have been powering up. But Adelaide, they've found a new hope.
I'm very, very impressed by Adelaide University right now. Out of nowhere, you know, they were only on 5, and now it's 11-9. It's a very good possibility. If they shut this round down, obviously Monash still going to continuously buying guns, but it's a good one. And so, this is going to be the 5 stack coming through. It's a big 5 stack. And now, what's the response? The response is Hasdai is gone. They're going to try to lock this one up with the defense, throwing everything they can, but Lumi is gone as well. All 5 members have swarmed this side like bees. Very, very angry bees, trying to get some honey out and secure the side. There is nothing that they can do right now. Adelaide University doesn't have an interest, doesn't have any information. They have no idea. And so just play for exit, and they've already called it. It's a very fast and decisive Monash, and it's very unfortunate for Adelaide that they got caught like this, especially since Spec has played that mid from time to time. There was just not enough reaction.
Yeah, they're just left lifeless there, aren't they? And now, as a result, they're forced to just save their guns, play for OT. That's the only course of action here. Amazing opportunity for Monash. They're going to be absolutely stoked with how this one's gone. But Adelaide left feeling a bit scared after that. I mean, they had a lot of rounds going their way. You know, they took 4 in a row, as you can see from our timeline at the bottom there. But as quick as they got them, they lose it, and it's a map point now for Monash. So, tough times ahead. We'll see if they can manage to claw their way out of them. Otherwise, we could have our own state of calamity on its way through again. But let's see how it all unfolds now as we dive our way in to number 22 here. Monash need 1, Adelaide need many more. I'm so ready to see how it all goes.
Alright, here we go. Jeez, Chris is so far. He wanted to get really cute and really was greedy for that information, being punished completely. Now, Monash says, alright, well, if that's going to happen, we're just going to collapse as much as we can. Doom tucked around into the corner, just trying to buy some more time. Crash obviously around, he's being checked out now, and Monash knows exactly how to play this one. They just gotta be playing. There is the Flash working on this one, trying to find the Crash being pushed out. There's not much that they can do, but they're gonna start trading. Doom and Crash, they're gonna trade 2 for the price of 1. Zach is already here, he's just gonna buy some time, cut off the support. Spec is onto the other side. They are gonna have to work for CSJ. CSJ right behind them, takes out Hasdai. Now up to Spec, he is limping away. Spec trying to do everything, but that is pretty much it. It is GG. Monash taking it 13-9 over Adelaide University.
Well played at long last. They managed to blast into it, take control, and they strolled through. Amazing stuff coming through from them, and can't wait to see what else is around the corner after this break.
Welcome back to the AEL University Elite Series of CS2. My name is CK with Matsy. We have ourselves an interview from our winners. Representing Monash, it is CSJ.
G'day. Welcome in, mate. How you feeling about your match?
I mean, yeah, pretty good result. We had a good CT side. It's not.
Oh,
Hold on.
hold on.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes. I can hear you.
Sweet as. Yeah, I mean, feeling pretty good. We got the dub. It was a bit hairy on the T side there, but had a pretty good CT side. So overall, no complaints.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys did well today. We're thinking, which Monash is going to show up today. Sometimes you guys, once it goes downhill, it's like a slide. But today, it was a good climb. And there was some really rough moments where we saw, especially at the defense on the A, where you came in, you were like, all right, there might be a fake. And then you quickly pop your head, you see 3 or 4 of them, and you quickly pop one and run. That was sick. Run me through how you were feeling.
Well, I mean, bit of lack of comms, but that's all right. It was like not much time left. They were pretty quiet for a while. I got the boost up. I was like, boys, just go towards B. But then I needed some info. Had a little peek, saw the whole team, got one, legged it, screamed for help, and the boys came over. So they were pretty fast to come to A.
Yeah, they sure were. And it was definitely getting a bit hairy, as you said there. And I guess, how do you feel you brought yourselves back towards the end of that one? Because I know you saw that they built up quite a few rounds towards the later stages of that one. What was, I guess, the moment for you guys where you snapped into action and felt, all right, it's time to lock in?
Well, I think not dying super early. Like, we were giving them a bunch of free fights early and just playing from a disadvantage. So mainly just slowing it down once we got a couple of kills and then playing a bit more together so we can trade. Like on that last round that we won, trades went our way. And obviously we won the round, but the other rounds, all the kills weren't really tradable. So just sticking together more and slowing it down a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys did amazing. And just a quick final question, what's your thoughts going to this season? Is there anything that's going to be changing? Is there anything like that you guys are on your thought of?
I'm not sure. It's the first time that we're played together. First time a couple of us met. So maybe if we get some more reps in together, we might be able to get some strats cooking, but expect probably a lot more Mirage like last season. That'll be probably the go-to.
I love it. Mirage all the way through, as long as it's not Anubis, mate.
No promises.
Oh boy, here we go again. Nah, that's all right. You play whatever makes you feel happy and makes you play the best, mate. That's all we can ask for. And yeah, congratulations on the win in week number 1 here. Can't wait to see exactly what's going to come through from you guys heading into the future. You know, you said there was a little lack of comms there, so hopefully that picks up in the future weeks. But all in all, congrats again, mate, and can't wait to hear from you again in the future.
Beautiful. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Cheers. All right. And that was CSJ from Monash, and that was heaps good. But with all that being said, the second round is done and dusted. We are ready for number 3. Head to head, going into our final round tonight. Well, we already know what's going to be, right? You've already expected it, but you know, the big one, the one and only. If you're here for you, Sid, get yourselves ready because it's going to be a banger match against RMIT, the premier defending champions. Looking at this big, broad roster of RMIT is RuffleCo, Lucas, Lime, Living, and Drox on the side of UCIT. You have Puck, Rain, WS, Starry, Pog, and Mirror. Matsy, man, how are you feeling about this?
I'm feeling pumped up. You know, we see the reigning champions making an appearance again. We've seen many of these players before, and UCIT, new faces there. Very keen to see what they can do against RMIT here. I think, you know, taking on the champions of last season heading into week 1, it can be quite daunting for a team. But, you know, I think that if they play the best they can definitely make an impact.
Oh, yeah. Hey, look, I love that name, Park Rain. If he starts popping off, I'm going to say Rain is coming. I mean, yeah, boomer side. But, like, yeah, that's pretty cool. And, of course, on the side of RMIT, we've seen Levine, Lime, and Lucas. You know, they've actually, you know, are the additional players that has transitioned through the period of, you know, graduation for RMIT. Drox is a new one that we haven't seen or casted. And so, you know, it's going to be quite interesting to see what kind of synergy that they're going to be bringing, especially since RuffleCo is going to be playing today. We're looking at the man himself going to completely pop off and give us the statement of this season, like, you know, that's all things that RuffleCo does.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, it's always great to see such a great personality run its way through as well. And to see if they get them on for an interview. But speaking of the teams, we've got Vito's on. It's, my favorite. Anubis again. Oh, I feel like I'm going to say that again a lot of times this season. Oh, boy. All right, so Anubis. Going to be the map of choice here. I'm very keen to see how that one plays out. You know, it's really becoming a staple in the map pool. And I'm very keen to see, I guess, what the identity of both these two teams is going to be on Anubis, you know, because we saw in the last series there that we did see Anubis, where it was really down to who was able to get on track on that CT side in their second half there, because obviously we saw the team that starts on CT side, it's a really tough challenge to try and stay consistent all the way through towards the ends there, being able to pick up a round or two more. It's just hard, like really hard, but not impossible.
Yeah, definitely not impossible, especially, you know, if you're casting triple A battery for maps. I think that's going to be a triple A battery for like every week. But one thing that we have noticed with Anubis is that you give one team that little bit of acceleration in the beginning, they're just going to pull the pedal to the metal. And there's plenty of momentum building that they can do. It's like, oh, look, I didn't win this corner. Oh, I didn't win the water. It's going to continuously, you know, work on. It's straight up, it's hard to be thinking about it. It's like, you know, when do we get that playback? When do we get this chance to finally get back onto the high ball? It's always something like this that always, you know, it's on the back of every CS competitor's mind. It's like you lose one, you know, you try to invest into something else, into the next one, it doesn't work out. You're like, you know, like, guys, I'm not winning this. You're going to have to do something for me. If we don't get this address, we're just going to have to play around it every single time. And that's where most of the momentum gets dropped for one team. And we'll see what happens between UCIT and RMIT.
That's right. We're going to have to wait and see exactly what's going to be in store for both of those teams there. I reckon they're pumped up. You know, they're ready for action. They're doing their little pre-game rituals, just energizing, you know, getting hyper. Yeah, that's right. Doing a little dancey dance. Yeah, get pumped up. That's what we want to see. But no, I'm keen to see exactly what's going to unfold here, whether it's a very one-sided affair, whether it's a very even Stevens game of contention here. Certainly a true challenge in week 1.
Yeah. Week 1. The one to show yourself off, the one, to state the condition of your team, and the one to drop on everyone else to say just how good you are, what you've been doing, right? One man, obviously, we got to look out for is Rafako, but I will say you got to put those eyes onto Lime. If you haven't seen what Lime does, you will be in for a shock. Well, not really much of a shock. You'll be in for a nice surprise because this man, his weapon of choice is not the AK or the AWP or the M4A1S. It's much broader and much more defined. It is something about his personality that we say is just supremely big onto that side. And I think the man has already mastered it more than any other gun in his arsenal. Obviously, coming as an alumni from UCIT, I do wish UCIT all the best of luck as well in this opening game. At Anubis, Matsi, take us away onto this knifeu.
Yeah, we are getting into it. It's knife time, baby. And let's see who's going to be able to take it right now. As we are just holding back for a second here. Good start. WS and Co. We're going to start the show off with a bang here. Ruffle Co and Drox going for a little bit of a stroll though.
All right. And as there is just going to be Ruffle Co in the end, this man here goes 1 on 4, no worries. That's just, all of you stuck here with me, but someone came behind and Puck Rain says Rain is coming. And, it does get the final knife onto Ruffle Co, who was unsuspecting from the hidden ninja. And so, he is going to be at the play, choosing the side. You sit onto that T side. As all things is good with Anubis, we do like that early aggression. It is more towards what we do and see as we quickly get those game sounds back home very, very soon. You're just going to be listening to me and Matt's voice slowly dictating the pace of it slowly. And look at this, all 5 members of the side of UC, they are going to straight away make a beeline for that A. They're slowly walking through a Sarik, jumping down. He's trying to go for this. He sees all the impossibilities, the fogs and stuff, and he sees the members of RMIT here. Rafuko is gone. They are going to quickly get this one sat down by Lineman drops 1 kills each. There's the sounds, there's the bullets, and slowly do they see the hidden player onto the back. They do not, as they are falling. Now they are going to clean it up, but Levine, he opens the final one up, and there is going to be the plant and the defuse.
Yeah, plant it up, diffuse it through. RMIT pull through on to their first there, bursting in with confidence. But you, Sid, will have a bit of confidence too, because they got that plant down, and that means they can force it up into this one. I'm sure they're pondering on it. Armor's up. Not quite going the distance, though. They're going to go pistol armor this time. You know what? I can respect it. Give yourselves a bit of leeway heading into the rest of the day here. Why not? Why not? But let's go for the shot here. Let's see how it all is going to play out. Levine, one we have our eyes on for now. Big focus on mid for the moment as well. CT's ready to spread their reach here. I like how Ruffleco has the XM, by the way. They could find a lot out of it. There you go. Already finding one there, playing around the pillar. Might be able to spill some blood. Yeah, they will, all right. The Negev coming out from Lime there. You just love to see it. Like, they're just so confident.
Well, I did say, right? Pay attention to what Lime's going to be buying because, this man, he's mastered all the guns, but the one he's mastered the most is the Negev. And as Ruffleco opens the same thing, he does do whatever he wants to do. He finds them. Hey, he's saying, well, I'm going to keep on pumping, but Pog is going to get him down with Mur. Lucas is gonna do the cleanup as you will see as all things come into a CS match of RMIT is that Ruffleco and Lime with their dedicated gun buys, they're gonna be the one to get dropped instead. Drox, meanwhile, is gonna adopt the Negev as well. He says, if you can do it, I can do it as well, if not better. Hang on a second. Lucas is also taking up this mental, facing up against AKs. You see, this is a prime time to try to take control.
Prime time to take control and stroll their way ahead here. I like the early util damage coming out from the T's right now, but speaking of damage, Drox has taken up the mantle from Lime there, saying, yeah, I saw what you can do, I'm going to do it too. It's Negev City, baby, and they are just doing it all.
All right, shows a little bit of a peek right here. He can just start spraying. starts spraying and praying, gets a lot of damage done, but Lime's gonna go down. That's only the first, Nagib. There's another one waiting for you. The bullets is still flying, and they are being completely thwarted. What a way to be playing, right? It's like in the beginning, you finally found an opening. Guess what? You're gonna have to go through a line of fire that's completely spraying onto your back, and there's nothing you can do about it. So you sit losing a player with Lime, but Pog is actually on 5 health. He's trying to find a little bit of an opening, trying to just define his presence. But I don't think RIT is going to give it. Rofako is just going to go and peek anyway. The rest is going to try to make a play through connector. Rofako is gone, being punished for the aggression. Meanwhile, it is a divided play from UCID. They've got 2 and 2 onto the split. Any mistake could cost them dearly right now, as they are going to be swinging. Lucas is going to find the exchange within the give as well, but Levine here is going to find the kill completely, which means that this effectively goes down to the 2-on-2. There's a play from Starly, and Pog is gone. There is the change, quite low. 15 health. Drox, here we go.
Oh, faithful. Doing it again. Just like spreading butter there. Those bullets, they spread around and just make death and destruction. Such calamity there, but I love it. Now, let's see how it all goes. Heading into round number 4. Rofako looks a bit funky there. Look at that. We can't see it anymore, but that looked interesting for a second. I thought the players might be floating a little bit. I was getting a bit worried there, Emp. Maybe they descended, and the game's only just started.
I would have put it past Rofako. Rofako with that AUG. He's going to win that long distance. Had to pay most of it with his life, but if you think this man's going to be retreating, he is just repositioning in a really good spot, so the rest of his teammate can get some more pop points into this. Meanwhile, Park Rank trying to go through here. Levine's already onto the cover. There's quite a little bit of defense being set up right here as well. Lucas, obviously, man with a Nagif, can just be looking for the full play, but Park Rank, what a quick dab in. He's going to find a little bit of a kill. Levine wants to the exchange. There is a spray. He's trying to transfer, but it's not going to happen. Droxy for the retaliation. Drox is going to be swamped by, but Starly is going to be winning onto this one. Effective 1-on-1, but Lime, this man, he says, where you guys have failed, I will succeed. And say hello to my little friend.
Say hello to my little friend and say hello to the end. So it will be RMIT expending many a bullet to take it down their enemies right now. Let's see. What is going to be unfolding here, jumping into the rest of Madhouse, as we are going to jump into it, scoping up, and locking down Parker Rain. Rains down blood, flooding through first kill into mid there. Drox is out. Let's see if they're going to find anyone else. Rofako, I love that confidence. They hold the smoke, they know the T's can push it, but they actually get traded there, like Pog.
We all know what Rofako was thinking, right? He's saying, I want to kill them all. I don't really want to just deal with just one, right? I want them all. Lucas, meanwhile, long distance Nagib is going to be working out for him, and he's just going to say thank you very much for that one. And I'm pretty sure the rest of UC knows exactly what's being done to them, right? When you're getting completely pulled out, Nagif after Nagif, there is just a lot to say about the confidence coming from RMIT as 2 players slowly working their way to the B. And they are going to challenge this one. Lucas is already here. He's got the Nagif. He can start spraying free firing, and he's going to find the headshot, but he tried to reposition. Not accustomed to the Lime plays right here. Lime probably going to have to give him some more lessons on, the art of complete Nagif domination, as there is going to be the full collapse coming in from the crossplay. Trigger discipline. Lime's going to get that kill. He's going to yield that one away. And now completely checking the final player. Mirror needs to make a miracle play. He needs to go through here. And there is the... What can you do? What can you do?
Yeah, what more can you do? Exactly right. What more can you do? They're going to pull through, though. RMIT dive into 5 and are thriving right now. looking to get their teeth into another one. You said, though, they got the money, they got the guns, and they're here to have fun. Very keen to see exactly what's going to spill through this time, Mr. ZK, because it's time to play. Wait, that's a revolver. Rox, what are you doing, man?
He's having fun. That's what he's doing. Just like the rest of RMIT right now. You see Lime. You see how he picked up the AK and he's like, "Here, take the AK. I don't need it." Pog is gone completely. Lucas completely checks onto him. Park Rain trying to make his rescue connector. They're leaving it unchecked right here until now. Basically now, Rufflecoat gets traded. He is gone, but there is going to be the nade rush. A lot of health being swamped by Lucas. The sensitivity is a little bit too much for him to quickly swing wide. Siley picks up a nice double kill. However, he is gone as Lucas from that long distance. Once again, that Nagif is looking to be the best gun in the game, right? If you thought AK was the best gun, Lime says, no. It is Nagif. Until he gets put down right now by Mirror and WS. And so, it's a 1-2 with Levine. Just needs to slowly hold this one. As he says, I'm going to challenge it every single time. If you haven't seen what they do not save guns. And Levine says, I like my odds and I shall take him. 1-2, he clutches out.
Clutches out. When in doubt, clutch it out. And they are going to be looking to pounce on another round. You said, stuck in the eco zone this time. Definitely quite a difficult time ahead, but not an impossible one. Surely they should be able to lock in and find at least one here. RMIT, they're already on for a solid first half, but whether they can continue on this path is certainly going to be tested.
Alright. Yes, it they are. And Park Rain runs through again, but Lucas is going to be in the position instead of Rufflecoat with the big Nagif. And right now they're trying to spray him. I don't like the odds, but WS is going to come and clean him up. Levine is going to react, but unfortunately it's going to be traded. The defense is still sitting. Starly and Mirror slowly making their way onto the side. They just want a plan. They just want an opportunity. RMIT says, all right, take it. You know, have you ever seen Kung Fu Soccer? You know, where in the end, you know, they
Shaolin
just
Soccer?
Yeah, Shaolin Soccer, that's right. And they just, you know, give you the ball and say, go for it, you know? It's like that.
Yeah, mate, I've seen that. I've seen Blue Lock. I've seen it all. Send it. Send it. What? We are going to be sending it into the rest of this round right now. Starry does get shut down with Mur there. Rufflecoat and Drock stir him up. And we'll be able to lock it down. So, RMIT. Oh my god. Good for the defuse. Oh my god. Mate. A second longer, that would have been it. They're just trolling each other, man. I can't believe that.
They would counter RMIT to have an opportunity to troll each other and kill each other, right? Because that's just a stock standard. What else do RMIT do when they get bored? They pop each other down and say, no. You don't get ace. You don't get 4Ks. You know, we keep that to ourselves. And so. There's an AWP in Park Rain, who has been pretty good at trying his best to open this one up. Meanwhile, WS has an early commander team. Lime doesn't know this until now, and so there is a trade. Starly and Lime, they're both gone. Onto that side, you've cleared one Nagif. There's another one. Lucas, meanwhile, trying to swing out. He's gonna find Pog on such an unfortunate timing as well. You Sid being completely checked onto this map right now. Haven't had any luck of getting the attack through, and just like that, all that health on WS disintegrates into a thing as Rufflecoat tried to work on a little bit of a sound cue, but I guess nothing.
Yeah, they're just playing around it, aren't they? Playing like there's nothing there. Playing like it's everything in a second. Rufflecoat locks in. Good shots. Park Rain trades it back with the AWP there. 2 versus 3 situation. CT's locked in on the angle. The T's are playing off this smoke though. They're creeping through it. I love the crab walk maneuver here. And get up plat, or maybe peekaboo like a jack in the box there. Well, Drox is going to be the jack in the box this time. By Park Rain, and maybe goodbye to Mert as well. There it is. Shots come through, and that's 8. Shut down for RMIT.
I actually don't think anyone who comes against RMIT has a strategy prepared, like properly when it comes into a gunfight. Because every single time where they've said, all right, let's quickly take it in, you're expecting AWP, you're expecting AK, you're expecting something silly, like, you know, the normal stuff. You don't expect the silliness, right? And now it's not even silly anymore. It's RMIT's core philosophy. It's like, we'll have someone who constantly provides fire and bullets. Now, if you ignore, oh my god, it's just gonna cost you. And Lucas, he is going through with it. Lime's gonna find a kill at least. I can just see it. Drock still with a revolver. These guys, they are just having the time of their life, completely dominating today's competition.
Yeah, commanding shots coming through from them, aren't they? Looking to really fall back into the RMIT that won the championship last season there. Very curious to see what else comes through. Drox tries to lock in with the revolver and they get locked out just as quick. See if they are going to be able to take a bit of control themselves though. Delve in to a little more. Try and clear the floor. Levine is the one to do it though. Pog trying to go for some Pog plays here. See if they can manage to make it happen for themselves. They've got a Galil, they've got the smoke and flash ready to crash in. Lime though is so red feet with the Negev and completely dishevels the enemy team. Onwards for 9.
It's one of those things, right? If you got 10,000 hours on an AK, Lime has 20,000 hours on the Negev, right? There's nothing else to say about this. The man has been sitting with a Negev as soon as he could buy it. He just keeps on putting on a show, right? He's just like, you don't see the Negev perform this well. Like even Lucas and Drox gave up on the endeavor. He was just like, all right, now we're just going to be competing for that Pog points. And Lucas, you know, is there. Drox, you know, with his revolver trying to find some funny plays. But it's just been tough for UC to take it against these guys every single round. They have to deal with these shenanigans and they have not found the solution.
Yeah, solution scarce there, but might find in a second. Shadow, wow, spotted there. Lucas gets overwhelmed though. Tries to delve in, but they will be shut down. This is a really great opportunity for UCID now. Lime left on their lonesome to try and hold down the site here. It's them and their teammate have to keep it strong, keep it alive. The T's might actually wrap it back. Ooh, this could be problematic actually for WS. I'll be pushing straight into Levine, and they are. 2v3 now though. It's looking a lot more doable. I like how Limes put util out just in case they go towards the site there, but ultimately they've wrapped to the complete other side of the map. So now they've got a challenge ahead.
All right, 2 on 3. Just one round, you sit. If you can take one round, you're already good. And so, Lime is down. The Negev. The problem is gone. It's now Levine. He has to go 1 on 3. Time is ticking. He doesn't know what else he can do in this situation. He's checking, he's looking, he's waiting. Time is ticking. There's nothing else besides just sending it. We're behind him. And now Park Rain comes out with Pog. And there you go. It is not going to be cleanly swept. And UCID will say, we're not going to go down without a fight. And we are going to take the round that we can take. And yes, it feels good.
Feels good. They finally break the drought there and will be able to get their first on the board. We'll see if it is going to stay that way, though. They are going to be able to fill the hole with more rounds heading into these next few. They are going to hold back. Looking to push in is Pog. Looking around the gate for now. No one dares give them opportunities. Speaking of opportunities, though, Ruffleco, nice rogue spray through the smoke there, knows where they're firing upon, and they do reap the rewards.
Yeah. Eventually, they are going to be trading Ruffleco down, but Starly is gone. And Lucas runs into Mur, but doesn't have the aim down there. Mur's going to find it. But it's still 3 on 3. They still need a little bit more convincing to do. You said at this situation, they're quite divided. They haven't really thought about, excuse me, That was a funny one, but yeah, Murray is gone because Lime found him within the game, and they're trying to recover the bomb. They're trying to go and get this play through, and yeah, I don't think. Oh, Drox. Wait a second. He wants it. He wants it. He wants that knife. Look at him. He's weaving into the shadow. They are dancing with death, and Park Rain has no idea how to play it. He doesn't know what's going on. He has an AK. He has an opportunity. Doesn't have the bomb, but he needs to make that play in. Oh my god. This is crazy.
Ooh. There's an opening. Park Rain taking a lot of damage though. Lime, really great opportunity to just swindle them out, to be honest. Like, all they have to do is hold down left click and that could be it. Unless Park Rain finds one rogue shot here, but I don't think it's very likely. And it will not be at all. So, Lime, good position there. Does shut it out. 10-1 now, favouring RMIT. Last round of the half. A desperate plea for USED to try and take a round back here. At least they've got one, but another would certainly not be unwanted. I think that would be very wanted, and certainly going to be hoping to get that.
Okay. AKs, the max, and all the utilities that they could afford. Right now, oh, Rafuka tried to jump down and execute, but WS and Park Rain says no. And so, in slight fashion, Levine also gone. This is a mad rush for B, but Lucas is going to find one really quickly. Drox is also gone. Up to Lime within the game, trying to find this one. Oh my god, it's Lime's perfect play. Can he find something? He does not! Yes! They get another one! It is not all lost. It is not hopeless. It is 10-2, baby.
10-2, what you gonna do? They are gonna try and pull through here. See if they can get a few more rounds on the board. It feels like they have been re-energized towards the tail end of that half there. 2 rounds looking good. It could look a little better, and we'll see if they are gonna be able to do just that. Into the pistol here. You said it's their time to shine, but not quite yet. I eat my words. It's tactical timeout time.
Well, might as well use it.
Yeah,
You've got them.
They're there for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah, this might be a good time to discuss what they can possibly do. It's like maybe change their, loadout, maybe go back to the Negev with the rest, maybe buy some XM, or maybe change out their shoes and buy some Crocs. Shout out to the Gundam Crocs, which looks amazing and costs over $100. we love them.
If
please.
you know, you know.
But yeah, I gotta say, like, right now, despite what RMIT's shenanigans, that's completely overwhelming and oppressing the rest of USED, it's good to see that they have not lost faith and that they are still continuing with the strategy. They're giving everything a chance, because it is not easy to go and fight off people who are so well versed into this current AEL meta, on how they've been able to win season after season. And so credits to them. USED not giving up. Any more further wins that they can get will be amazing. Especially look at that gun. Looks like Gundam colors, man.
Now you think of it, it does. What on earth? Now that you mention that, Raffleco's got the Gundam gun.
Yep.
That's absolutely crazy. Which version do you reckon it is, though?
I'm not
Freedom?
sure. It looks like Grandpapa.
Oh yeah.
Or
OG.
OG or could look like Moon Gundam, but like that's just me.
Ooh, good shots coming out from Starly there. Gonna go for a starish approach as they've found 2. Will be eventually shut down though. 2 for 2. Be on for a third on both sides very shortly.
Alright, and here we go. All 3, they're going to turn tail and say, we are going to reroute back into that B. And Pog is going to be the one to look after. Meanwhile, it's Park Rain and Mur doesn't know this is happening. Pog at the connector looking at this. Must spot one out, but instantly gets desperadoed. And there is going to be the trade. However, it's 1-on-2. Everything on Mur. He needs to make this happen as the bomb is being completely planted. And now they can sit this one out. It's a tough order, but not undoable. He just needs to make sure that those guns are pointing it out. One for each of his enemies. He's gonna find Levine first. And now in that 1-on-1, he needs to win this one. He doesn't know exactly where Drox is, and Drox is going to play that James Bond game slowly, being jet-winish. But that Xiaoqi should just make everything there. He's going to continuously tap, trying to bait him out. But Drox is going to make sure that that's happen. Going to draw this one out continuously, waste that time. It's been so valuable. Murphy was play the ring around the roses. And you can see Drox, he's pulling out his knife. He says, what are you going to do? Pull out the knife. But Murphy says, no. Die, sir.
Yeah, die, they say. And it will be RMIT to take it away. So, let's see which way it's going to go. Heading into round of 14 now. So RMIT are ahead again. You see it. In a bit of a pickle here. They're forcing it up though, looking to get that heavy armor. They got some pistols. They're looking pretty solid. Trying to really lock in and push RMIT as far away as they can from a area of significance here. But you know, anything could be unfolding before us. Speaking of which, spray down is working wonderfully for RMIT right now. They did a lot of damage there. Got a couple of kills, almost 3 to be honest with you. And they're still waiting, they're still ready. These CTs, they aren't giving up. They're still sticking about. They could get caught in a second though. Oh, this nah, they've been heard. They'll have to hold. Patient game now.
I did say he's the round where the lives able to buy it, but they've been punished correctly by Mura as well. Like that's what you're waiting for. So the bomb's been dropped through that awful little bit of a play, and a nice stacking, I must say, to the boys. Well done, Living. He finds one. It wants to deny as much as possible. Doesn't want to give any guns. Doesn't want to give any fun. And right now, looking for the possibility of the second one, it does find Mura as well. And now it's a 1-on-1. WS actually is quite low. He hasn't really turned tail. He doesn't know that Living is actually low as well. He just wants that opportunity. He wants that play. So, bomb's going to be planted. WS completely misses Living. And now I guess WS is just going to have to try his best to put one single bullet, just a singular one, to finish it off.
Just one bullet. One. That's all they need. Maybe they'll throw a nade at him and then that'll get it done. No, we'll see what happens though. Levine is still locked in, waiting for the bait there. Oh, they get it just on the fadeaway. Oh my gosh, I thought they didn't have that, but nah, they fade into it, get that single bullet, and lock in. Map point for RMIT.
This is the classic, the El Clasico from RMIT. You can see just the array of guns that they are choosing to buy, and of course, you know, all eyes on Lime and Ruffleco. These guys, yeah, at least Ruffleco, he likes going with guns that have zoom at least. Starly, Miwas gets tagged a whole bunch, and they're gonna have to work for it, right? If anything, they want to work with it. But Drox just says, I'm gonna charge you and see what we can get. Pog Miwas gets a nice double, which is great at this situation. 4-on-3 is always good. You see it. Just needs to sit on this. Don't need to give any more situation going on. If there's any quick push, delay it with the rest of utilities, and that should be just it. RMIT, meanwhile, is no strangers to having the slowest amount of patience. And I'll say that with the best intent, is that they consider it for a few seconds, and then when they say go, they will go. They don't care what you're going to be throwing at them. They don't care what kind of disadvantage they're going to be doing, but they are just going to go. So you sit, let's see what you got.
Let's see what they got. Let's see if they can lock in right now. Rufflecoat. Good flash off the wall there. Pushing into connector, has their teammates in mid as well. If they can get an opening, it would be amazing. Speaking of amazing though, they know where both players are. They might actually wrap back off this, but maybe not. They don't have much time. I guess Rufflecoat being a distraction is great. They can push back onto the other side. Only have WS to deal with, really, in this respect. And I think, actually, it could be great. Well, maybe not. Pog finds the timing there. And the time is now.
Oh, Lime found WS, who was not looking at Lime transfers. Then they give back into Mura as well. What's going to win? AWP Oh, are you looking at the Negev? Well, right now, the Negev looks so much more better, but Park Ray is still going to be holding strong. They want this round. They don't want this to be ended just yet. They're going to quickly reroute, try to get this one here. He's being sprayed from both sides, and that is beautiful. Park Ray almost losing his life in that exchange. Just goes to show. This is a weapon that you need to double your effort, if not triple, if you want to get onto the same playpool as Lime. But there's 3 on the board for USID, and that is great. And you know, USID just has round after round to keep it going.
That's right. Round after round to keep it going. Hopefully they can keep the cash flowing and they will be pushing into it with glowing results. But all RMIT need is one. See if this is going to be the one to get it done, or whether it could be USID finding it all right now as they are fired up here. But the A side now lighting up. Drox leading the charge there. They've only got Murder to deal with at the moment in the back of the site. This is actually problematic. The T is overwhelmed here. Could be quite a tough endeavour. Drox hasn't spotted the enemy. That's important to note. And now they have timing there. They actually shut down their teammate as well, but they're not going to be ready for the third one. So really great result on basically an eco round here for our Ts.
Well, and then there's Rofako making this into a 2-on-2. Meanwhile, Levine can just go for an early spray. However, Pog is quite close. They are going to try to bait him in, and that is really nice. Rofako onto the back, and it's going to be snapped down by Puck Ray. And that's alright. Like, yes, it was expensive for USID, but they need it. Round after round, they're just going to be chipped away at this. And the rest of RMIT, you know, when they don't have the money, you're not going to see, you know, the biggest array. You're not going to be seeing the big Negev, but you will see the revolver. You're going to see the scouts. You're going to see many scouts. And you're going to be seeing a whole bunch of shenanigans. But if you can deal with them, it's not a big deal. It's just that don't expect RMIT to sit on anything. They will refuse for you to save a gun. They will refuse for your trap to not be strong. They are interested to shoot themselves as well.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on right now. They're not happy. Having a battle in spawn. Like, what on earth? But they are going to be holding back for a second here. They're going to do a little more with it. See if they can calm the storm at this point. I like this little boost in the back line. Run boost, even. Okay. They're just styling on him. Nice. Love that. That's what they get for playing around, eh?
Yeah. You know what would be funny? If they did the Super Mario jump where it's like a double jump.
Yeah.
I think they were trying to set that one up for Rofako, but you know, no one was waiting in the smoke. Who wants to dance with the devil and give any more pop points or like things, right? And so, as Drox gets nailed completely by WS, and Rofako is going to continuously weaken his own team, it's pretty good. I would say UCD is having a great time as Rofako gets executed by Park Rain. We are going to see another round. Yes.
That's it. Another round on its way. Let's see which way it's gonna sway. RMIT put down to the eco zone. Ooh, what a place that they are gonna be in, my friend. Super duper excited to see what else is in store for them, as pistols is all they got to their name, but when in doubt, pick up the scout is what Rofako says here. You see it though, they gotta be feeling a bit more confident now.
Yeah, well, what before was looking to be could be a 13-0 shutout is now 12-5. Like, you'll take that kind of scoreline against RMIT, even if they are the ones freeing you up, giving you that confidence back. You say thank you very much because it is a competition at the end of the day. And now they have money, they have guns, and they're looking to take a little bit more all around. And the rest of RMIT, 5 of them, are just waiting out the doors at an opportunity. I swear, if they do give a kill to Rofako, he will charge out, and he is continuously beating down his own team. Living is gone. Drox is quite low. Yep. Nice nade coming from Pog as well. I think it's just who's gonna get that 5k. I think that's what they're debating on.
You will. It's you. No, I think it could be one of them. One of them. But they are just going to stick it outside of the B site right now. Look to see if they can seek some vengeance. The bomb down though, it's a bit of a tough task ahead. Not an impossible one, but it does it. Okay, does get a bit more impossible, and I guess they were doing a bit of practice on their teammate before going for the kill onto their enemy. So power to them, RMIT. Get into the game here. Let's see if we keep going on. What's going on in the front there? Push it to the back. So it is USIT kicking off at 6 now.
Okay, I think this could be the shutout right now because AKs are flying into their hands and they mean business. This is a business round for RMIT. I think they said, all right, that should be enough practice and warm up for us, and now it's time to bring out the real thing. Lime, meanwhile, doesn't have any utilities, not that he can afford, but the rest is going to be doing just fine. You can see it, the clear execution coming in. Drops, meanwhile, making it to connector, being flamed up. Does not matter. It doesn't really give anything away as well. I mean, they know he's close, just not that close. And the rest of his team, they are cutting this one off. You see Levine, he's already cutting off A side. B side, meanwhile, has been smoked out. There's going to be the nade as well, just to find a little bit of a clear, and then they're gonna have to work a little bit more. WS, meanwhile, he wanted to get some information. Lime finds him and quickly takes him out. Starly, meanwhile, might be pushed right now, setting up a cross zone. And yeah, that's what I was talking about. That angle is not the greatest out there, but Pog is gonna get one down, Park right onto the other one. Lime is gone. They just charged in after the smoke without anything to go because they knew Pog was quite low onto this one. It's a 2-on-3 situation. Lucas and Levine, they are separated. They are looking to get a little bit more going as the slow approach is coming. They haven't really spotted where Pog is just yet, but I suspect that's going to be very soon. Lucas, a little bit of info given away. Yeah, he sees him, but he gets taken down instead. And Park Ray with the reverse onto the end. He says, "Thank you very much, and we will take that one."
We sure will, my friend. We sure will. They'll take it. They will stack it up. Let's see what we are going to have in store for us in to round 20. You said have been just on a tear in this one. I can't believe how many rounds they've managed to bring it back. Like, I thought maybe it would be over now, but no. It's just not meant to be. You said just reinvigorated, drawn deep into their strength, and might even be able to tie things up if they keep up like this. See if they are going to be entering a bliss, though. They hold back for the moment, playing a very patient game here. RMIT close the shot on mid. One step closer and they might just have it.
Alright. Slowly. It is a little bit of a good opening, but Lucas is gone. Park Rain fighting on the angle, and he is now warmed up, primed and ready to go. WS getting really greedy, comes out, really pokes his head and sees exactly what the situation is going to be. They're going to quickly rotate. RMIT, meanwhile, smells this. They say, alright, let's take it a little bit more easier. I haven't really thought about what the real plan is. So all 4 members are going to stack. And it feels like the stack is just going to stay. They haven't really made a full clear wall point just yet, because it could just be one of those situations. But they are slowly making through the waters. And right now, they clear Pog. And they clear WS and Starly. This is an open site. Nothing else they can do about it. And there is going to be the rotation. Here we go. Drock's going to be leading this one, slowly trying to draw the fire. Doesn't see anything just yet. And there he is going to be the first time. They know where Starly roughly is. Starly's going to have to quickly back up. And now they have to also Pog. And yeah, that's the bomb drop. Not much you can do after that one. RMIT not in a situation that they can quickly recover. And now it's just going to be Levine. Levine finds the one. But yeah, the bomb is no recoverable. 10 seconds left on the clock. He's probably going to be just waiting for a kill or two. And then maybe get away, maybe not. But it's an AK nonetheless.
That's it. AK nonetheless. And let's see. They can blast the timeline with some more kills here. Round 21. One step closer. Taking matters into their own hands here. One step closer to glory. You said. Certainly getting into dangerous waters right now. RMIT need to lock in and quick. Otherwise, could be locked out for our very eyes. But Anything's possible here. Going to approach towards the B site this time, though. Just prepare themselves for what's to come. See if we can delve into it here. Just gonna hold steady for the moment, though. Prepare themselves for some isolation. They do trade early on, so not bad on both parties.
Alright. One little bit of a trade is not too bad. UC doesn't have to go overly aggressive onto this one because they've got a lot of information to work around with. Pog was he knows there's a target that he can be playing around with. They're trying to flush him out, but that Molly is not going to find that angle, and so Pog is just going to slowly check in with Lime. But right now, this is a situation. Because they're investing all the rotations onto the B side. Oh, gotta be careful with that one. Pog paying a little bit of life over there. And he needs to quickly rotate out because they wanted to bait him into that switch. And the rest of RMIT, they can push Park Rain. If successful, that's the whole site. They haven't really got enough to deal with them just here. You can see Park Rain as just completely rotating back off. He goes, alright, I smell a little bit of danger. But the rest of RMIT, they've already practiced this. They know what's, the play to go with. Cut off Park Rain, cut off the support. All members charge forward. Lime is going to pay for this one dearly, however, but there's going to be the exchange onto Pog. And this side is now opened. However, Drox gets put down means that the rotation coming in is going to be okay for the side. Rofako is going to find... Oh my god. He wants the knife. Oh no, he wants the trigger discipline is too good. It's up to Park Rain. He needs to do something. 5 seconds left on the clock. They're going to be okay with that one. But Rofako is going to say no with a triple kill. And that is pretty much it.
There you have it. Incredible stuff coming through from RMIT in the end there. Their hard work pays off, and they do manage to push for gold.
Whew. I don't know who's had more fun in this one. Like in the beginning, I know RMIT definitely had a lot of fun, but I think UC started having a lot of fun as well because they were giving some fresh breath of life, and they were able to get a little bit more fire. Nothing feels like defeat when it's round after round, loss after loss in your first opening competitive game. But RMIT was able to throw the friendly tail over there as well to say, all right, we're waiting for you to crunch up. And they did, which is quite good. Yep, that's all I have to say.
Yeah, that's all you got to say, and fair enough. At the end of the day, I definitely feel like everyone was having a lot of fun. I think that's the important thing, a very back and forward endeavor. But we take a look at our results now. You can see UNSW coming out on top of their series there, taking it out 13-9. Monash taking theirs one in the same, 13-9, pretty consistently, and the only difference with RMIT taking theirs out 13-8. So almost the same scoreline across all the series there, pretty consistent, and I guess
1, 2,
somewhat close.
3, 4, 5, 6,
What
7, 8,
what was it
1.
meant to be for RMIT? Was this planned
5,
13-8?
Is that quite?
I don't know. We're gonna have to explore that in the mind of RMIT. I'm pretty sure Rofako is gonna jump onto the interview, but we're not sure just yet.
Yep.
But still, nonetheless, pretty good for the first opening match of the first week. Like I gotta say, I had a lot of fun, especially coming with the boys. And yeah, let's go. It is the man himself. It is the RMIT specialist Rofako. How you feeling, mate?
Feeling good. Hashtag W's on the board. Let's go. Not much to say. Just feeling grand after that victory royale. Yes.
Yeah, Victory Royale. We're about to get down. Love to see it, and great to have you back, to be honest. I guess heading into this season, what are your plans for Conquest? Because I remember last season you wanted to have a clean sweep, just take away every game undefeated. Is it much the same this time?
Look, the team changed a lot. We got rid of Daryl Macon May. We kicked him after the last season. Same with Kalen. We kicked both of them. Amateurs, we need to upgrade our firepower. Now, in saying that was a mistake. We shouldn't have kicked them because the players that we picked up are not nearly as good as the ones that we played with last season. So it's a bit annoying. We have a lot of young talent, as the kids say. And I don't know what the yapper is with all these young talent. It's so annoying to try and make them better. All right, yeah. I'm honestly considering paying for a master's degree for Maker just so he can come back. All right. That's all I have to say right now. We're looking to scrap through. Hashtag fight in the mud like Redbacks do. Yeah.
Oh well, hey, look, that is the stellar performance and the performer that we've all come to love from RMIT, especially from you, Rofako. Yes, conquest of the mud fights and the eventually I'll write a master course for everyone to come back. That is the ultimate strategy that everyone else is gonna have to adopt to, isn't it?
That's it, mate. That's it. You have it. You have it. God damn, I would play AEL League the rest of my days just to see your face in the interview every day. Beautiful. You too, Matsy. Don't worry, I didn't forget you down there. Looking good. Looking good, guys. How did you guys get surely you guys get hooked up. You get sent like a packet of meat ring, or what is it, the Indo time? Do you guys get like dapped up with like slabs of that? Yeah? Very good. Very good. Very good. Surely hashtag Indo time sets you guys up and sends you guys a slab because you deserve it. You deserve it.
We love mee goreng over here. The
That's
best pre and post game meal, to be honest.
Yes.
Yeah, look, that's where you get your muscles, isn't it? All the mee
That
goreng.
is all the
Yeah.
nutrients from mee goreng. I have 8 packs a day. 4 in the morning, 2 at lunch, 4 at night. Do the maths.
Fair,
Love it.
Fair enough. Well, yeah, obviously, thank you very much, Rofako. We look forward to more RMIT shenanigans into the following weeks, and a big cheers to you for helping out the young talents out, and we shall see you very soon.
I love your work. Have a good night, guys.
Thank you,
See
mate.
soon.
And,
See you soon. There you go. Great to get a little insight from Rufflecoat as always. Always just full of energy, and I love that. You know, I wish every player could have, I guess, the same kind of mentality towards the game that Rufflecoat has. I think very positive always. But speaking of positive, let's take a look at our results again.
Yep, right there. 13-9, UNSW, 13-9, Monash, and 13-8, RMIT. This is how it is going to be scored. And obviously, if you are still quite new to the series, after the victories that we set up week after week, also if it comes down to a tie, they will also take into consideration how many rounds won as well. So it is actually quite important to win as hard as you can, unless you're RMIT. But nonetheless, it is great to see all the talented teams this year upgrading, not just this year, but this semester upgrading with the younger talents. Here comes the standings. Obviously RMIT leading the way, followed by UNSW, Monash, Adelaide University, UOM, and UCID. This is quite good, right? This is the kind of setup that we want to see. But obviously, look forward to all the positions changing, because last time, in the last series that we played, we didn't think there was going to be that much change, but there was so much change that we couldn't believe it ourselves. So definitely, come and join us every time we have all these games on for Thursdays.
That's it. Make sure you check it out, and make sure you check out our sponsors. Starting things off, it's AGON by AOC, the gaming monitor partner who provide best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs. And next up, we mentioned them before, we mentioned them again. Indomie, the noodle partner, made with high-quality flour and selected ingredients and spices. A plate of Indomie mee goreng will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au. I'll tell you what, Emp, I saw a green packet of that recently. I'm keen to try that sometime. But you know what else I'm keen to try? Try and see if you make sure to follow AEL at AU Esports League to stay up to date on all AEL events, competitions, and activations. We got more CS coming. We got Rocket League coming. We got it all coming. Just make sure you check it out, because there's more on the horizon.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But that's going to be it for us. Make sure to go check out everything else that we do on the go, and we will see you next week. This is AEL University signing off, and we'll see you next week. Peace.